Hello everyone and welcome to our next session of For and Follow Master the campaign. I hope everyone is doing great, everyone is having a good time and a good day. We are about to get started soon, so just bear with us. But I hope you enjoy this episode, whether you're watching it on Twitch or YouTube. I'm back.
We were under contract to murder the goblins.
Inside the cave.
They left the cave. They came out of the cave.
Yeah, so they were no longer inside the cave.
But we were specifically told we weren't allowed to let them leave the cave. So...
No, we were told to kill them in the cave. That was our job description. Right. Check it. It did not say, do not allow surrender.
He literally did. Shit, I didn't make the note on that.
Yeah.
Shit. Fuck, okay.
He did though. He said that we weren't allowed to let them... We had to kill them. Because I specifically said, can we let them live? And the king said no.
Yeah, in the cave. The condition of the requirement was inside
They
the
came
cave.
out of the cave.
So they were no longer in the cave.
But they are still the targets that we were sent to kill, even if they are not in the premises that...
You chose this DM, just saying.
No, we were sent to kill the goblins that were in the cave. They were no longer in the cave, therefore they don't fall under the contract.
They do, because
They
it's
don't.
like saying...
Hun,
It's like saying...
while they're
right,
talking about this, can you check that thing I asked you about?
Yeah.
It's like saying that you've given a bailiff a job to go and collect something from a person. Because that person's not in that property, you can't do the property. You 100% can, because the contract is for the people, not the property. Because they own that property, it transfers.
That makes sense, because they specifically go, from this person, collect this money or goods of this value.
And the king
we
said,
weren't told to do that.
These
we were told
goblins,
to go to this
kill
cave
them.
and kill the goblins in it. We weren't told to go and kill goblins.
But they came out of the cave, which therefore means the transitive properties means that they are the target still.
But the subject of the contract was the cave. As soon as they left the cave, they were no longer the subject of the contract. Therefore, in killing them, you don't fall under the protection of the contract.
Yes, you do.
How? Because they're not...
the contract stated that we were to go to
kill the goblins.
We were to go to the cave and kill the goblins from the cave.
Okay, from now on, we're gonna.
It never specified in the cave. It said
word.
from the cave.
It said in the cave because we had to go to the cave and kill the goblins that were in it. They weren't in the cave. They were out of the cave.
They came out of the cave.
I'm
but that
not gonna
still means that
chime in
they
on this.
were
I've already
in the
spoke
cave,
my piece.
which still applies to them.
From now on, Matt, we're gonna
Trust
need
me.
written every contract.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have
Word
to
for
write
word.
it down for
Mate,
us.
I'm gonna be doing properly from now on.
With a
Every
stamp,
contract is getting
sealed,
the full fucking terms written
clauses.
so that I can follow them to the letter.
The works, we need clauses.
I'm gonna be arguing clauses and loopholes and everything.
We're literally gonna go and like look at the town while Niall just sits there with the king, writing all the clauses,
Drafting up contracts.
with his scribe going, well, what about this section, this subsection here of the subsection of the subsection?
Subsection C here states that the goblins in the cave. So therefore, if they manage to leave the cave before we get to them, does that mean that they are no longer under purview of the contract?
All right.
However,
Yes.
the contract as intended, maybe, even if it wasn't as written, implied that them leaving the cave meant that we had to kill them.
Inexcusable.
Okay, I will agree to that. As intended, we should have killed them. As written, we shouldn't have touched them.
Yeah.
And the law is as written, not as intended.
No, law is as intended, not as written.
It's not, it's as written.
Oh
Law is practiced, defended, and persecuted as written.
It is, but then also you have staple mark cases, especially within the last 10, 15 years, where they've been arguing rules as intended versus rules as written. So
Yes,
it's kind of a bit of a grey area now in law.
Yeah.
Like,
It was very as written, and it's become more as intended as the jury
people keep
becomes
finding
more
loopholes.
educated and people find loopholes.
Okay.
And the average
Wait.
jury member is a lot more educated than they were 30, 40
Yeah.
years ago, as education is a lot more freely given. So turning around to people and going, technically they didn't break the law. They may have killed 4 people, but technically it's allowed, and they all just turn and go, yeah, fair enough, it's allowed. Now they are smart enough to make their own choice. So
Ironball
no, it's a bit
will
fucky.
follow rules as written, but he will also he does try and do it as intended as well, which is why he did kill them.
Yes.
But
Oh, okay.
Fake, your camera
let's
is
get a
completely
shuffle.
fucked.
how are we doing anyway, Fick?
Fick is doing it. Wait, are we on about me, Fick, or Fick?
Yes.
You. 1, your camera's fucked. 2, how are you
Yes. I am tired because I haven't slept, but apart from that, I'm fine.
doing? Okay.
I will be having big naps after this.
To be fair, after this, you might as well just go to sleep rather than a nap. Like,
That's why I said
it's
big
late
naps.
enough in the day.
Big ol' naps. And I think I'm
Right.
just going to accept the camera's fucked again. It just seems to be an intermittent thing.
Right? Because
Yeah, I
it'll
don't
work
really
some
know.
days, and then, like, the other day it's like,
I
no,
blame it
get
for being an
fucked.
odd episode.
Honestly, fair enough, yeah. What are we on? Are we on 6?
This is
Or
session
5?
6 now, yeah, session 6.
Session 6, yes. Because we've leveled up at the end of each session so far.
For the most part, yes.
So we leveled up twice in the
This
last
will
one.
be 5,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think,
yes, we
dear.
did.
Session 5.
Yes, this is session 5 because we leveled up twice last session. I was counting level ups. We leveled
yeah.
up mid-session and end of session last session. So this is episode 5.
Episode 5.
Fuck
I
yeah!
think it's session 6, episode 5, because we've had a couple of doubles.
Yes.
Something like that, yeah.
We've had a split or two. This may even be session 7, with like some part 2s lying around.
Yes.
Right then, should we get this party started?
Roll underway, good sir.
Let's get this party started. Hang on, I thought we need like another at least 10.
Are we not at half past yet? No, sorry.
We're not
we
half
need to-
past, yeah.
We need to jerk off for another 10 minutes at least. Like,
Oh wait, can
can't
you not
be out
jerk off
here
while
being
we're
Guys,
playing?
you can't jerk off on stream.
I know, that's
Hey,
why I have a
maybe
not
you
permitted.
can. I mean, you can at the moment. Your camera's off.
Yeah, your camera's
Uh-huh.
actually don't, because your camera will fix itself at the most inopportune moment. So just
Like-
don't fucking risk it.
Just
I
as you
mean-
get the heel on the desk.
Yeah.
I'm small enough that I could probably do it while on camera and no one would see anything. But
You're not small.
that's
You are,
not
like,
what I meant by that,
6'2".
Katie.
Oh, for fuck's sake! No.
Oh, I should be. Yeah.
And we're off.
How did
Okay.
none
Yeah,
of you
he's not-
realise
he's
what I
getting
meant by that?
It sounded like you were about height, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I thought you meant like you were like short enough the
Yeah,
camera couldn't see anything.
The phrasing was a
Not
bit.
that your dick was small enough that there was no movement required. Like,
No. You need a pair of tweezers to be.
ugh.
Make sure
I
they've
will
got rounded
stop.
tips instead of sharp corners.
I was gonna say that sounded a bit abrasive.
I know.
No,
So you
you
gotta
get the
use
good
plastics.
grip with them.
Hello there.
Right,
Well, there
let's
we
get
go.
started before we go down that fucking rabbit hole.
Yes.
Because I know that we will. Okay, so
Rabbit hole? Okay.
Alice, it is. Let's go.
Hello, Rico. How you doing?
take
Thank
us to
you
Wonderland.
for,
Okay, right.
Hopping and saying hi in the background. I'm gathering
So
you're gonna be
when we were last with
lurking
the
today.
characters, they just faced Belacore,
Don't have to tell me twice.
and Belacore
Dick.
had sent them back to where he thought was where he dragged them from. However, upon closer inspection of the characters, time has done the fucky wookie, and they're about 200 years in the past, which is not ideal. So we'll pick up from we'll pick up from kind of they've fallen through reality and arrived on beaches. So we'll start there, I think, and I'll monologue for a short period to set the scene, and then you guys can start to do the shit that you want to do.
Commit ritual
So
suicide. Let's fucking go.
Let's go.
yeah, sure. So the first, let's just get started. So having faced Belacore and his lust for power across all of the mortal realms, you now understand the true threat to reality. Belacore, however, has made a fatal error to his plans, and uncovering this will not only ensure your survival, but the survival of the mortal realms. Having been transported back to what Belacore believes is the time and place he pulled you from, he feels that the only thing standing in his way now is time. The time needed to build his forces up to conquer all the mortal realms. So we'll start with the riverside here. I've got this really white map of Ferelden, which
Yes, top
it
res.
shows all of the things I wanted it to show, because some of the maps didn't really show the land features very clearly.
This is the map I used to
so-
pick where I was, so I am familiar with this one.
The res hurts. There we go. I was gonna say the res hurts my eyeballs for a second there. Holy shit.
Yeah, when it
took a
loads
while.
in, it takes a few minutes. It's like when I resize them, because it comes in as like one tile big, so you have to resize them and rescale them.
It honestly
I can
looked like
teach you
you
how
were
to
playing
Fuck
Scribble.io.
around with that so it doesn't do that if you want.
Yeah, I don't mind it too much because it takes me like 3 seconds to stretch it out.
Okay. It's not difficult. You're just importing it on the token layer. You just need to import it on the map layer, and it'll stay the
Yeah.
same size.
Yeah.
It's fucky, but Roll20 is easy to learn. It's when you
Yeah,
get to
I
things
mean-
like Foundry, where it's a nightmare to learn, but you can do weirdly cool shit.
Where's
But you have to
Salsuna?
pay. So, I'm in a game with it because the DM's got far too much money. Fucking amazing guy. He worked. His entire job is that he teaches animation. Like, he moved to Spain from America teaching animation. Like, so
Jesus.
much fucking money. So he just went, yeah, no, I've just bought this. I'll learn this for you guys. And I'm like, dude, I don't have that much money. If you want to pay for it, happily. The rest of us that exist in the real world, with, like, mortgages and rent and bills, will continue to go to Subway because it's cheaper than McDonald's. But you do, you, mate.
Yeah, so you can see on the map, Salsoon, you are up near the River Dane there. We've got Fick over in Denerim, just on the coast. I can't actually put you exactly where I want you, which is like down.
Disrespect.
I'm actually wrong about where I am, I think.
I'm more here.
I thought the Storm Coast was different. to
The
where
Storm
it is.
Coast is like all the way up here, but you could be here for now.
I think it's actually not. I think it's. I'm just looking at the
I thought it
The
was down
map.
here.
So it's north of the Hinterlands. You've got Crestwood, and then north of Crestwood is the Storm Coast. So actually, this might be the right place.
Oh yeah, no, you're up here then. Like,
Yeah,
almost
no.
more here.
No, yeah, that's actually I think the perfect place, if not a little bit further left. I think the Storm Coast
Yeah.
should be around here, actually.
Bear in mind, if I was put like
I
map
thought
accurate
you
to
were
where
over
I
here.
originally was,
Yeah.
I'd be somewhere over here.
Looking
You'd
at
be
the
off the
map,
map.
Yeah, I'd be like,
You'd be
where?
slipping.
looking at the map that I'm looking at, yeah, that should be right where I put myself now.
Somewhere.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
that
gonna
away.
move you up a little tile because you'll be on the beach rather than a little bit inland.
Yeah.
But there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put you over here because it's like it's kind of a nice. It's about
To
there.
be fair, I think that entire
Oh.
section is the Storm Coast. But I'm not 100% sure. So. And
I
now
know
need to
I'm by
figure out
river.
how to
It's
do
over there now.
How do I delete that line? I don't know.
I can clear the drawings. I can
You
clear
essentially
drawings.
just like select over it and press delete.
Yeah. So yeah, we shall start with Salsoon, and then we'll
Okay.
move around the characters, and I'll try and give you guys sort of chunks, because yeah, I don't want to do like an entire arc for someone, and then do another arc for someone else, and then do it, because you'll all be sat there for like an hour just waiting for like crap to happen.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Serious game.
we shall start with Sassoon.
Okay.
So just after Belacore has kind of dropped you back down in Ferelden. So picking yourself up, you find that you are where your house should be, but there isn't a house. No. Funny.
What are you talking
not
about?
only
What?
not only is there no house, but the trees used to build your house are still standing.
Oh, okay.
The river where you are is also slightly shallower than you remember and slightly narrower than you remember.
Okay.
As you look around where the roads should have been leading to and from your house and the area, you notice that in fact they're no more than dirt trails rather than fully fledged roads. And the nearby village appears to be completely absent. Doesn't seem to be there.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. Could I make some sort of like wisdom check to try and figure out why my house isn't here? Like, I as Logan have had discussions with DM and players to know what's happening. Salsoon, not a fucking
No
clue.
fucking clue.
Yeah,
Man's a
is there
poor
a roll
fisherman.
I could make to try and
Roll me a history
figure it
check.
out? Okay. +3, because it's intelligence,
Mm-hmm.
not wisdom, but I have proficiency. I have clicked. That is a 3! That is 6 total.
Man's just bewildered.
6 total. So in your current state,
Bamboozled.
You're a bit confused.
Yeah.
You're kind
Sure,
of like,
but-
my house should be here. Why is house not here?
Someone has stolen house.
Yeah.
It
Drawing-
was the
someone has-
farmers.
Drawing shape and
The
like
farmers are a cult.
imagining map of, oh, I take 6 steps to go here. Why is it not here?
Yeah, so I'm going, here is house, here is river, the farmers have stolen everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
Why
okay.
does he hate farmers so much?
I don't know.
We
I
shall
haven't
maybe,
decided.
we'll maybe
There's,
learn
like, an
this
offhanded
at level
joke
20.
That is a crux of his character now.
That is now the crux of his character, is that he hates
Yeah,
farmers.
his entire driving force is that he just does not like farmers. And I
Yeah.
do not know where it came from. I just went, this will be funny.
Who knows? We may hear it as his dying words. We may find out like the secret.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
his
Farmers.
dying words will just be, fuck farmers.
But why? Sassoon, but why?
How big is the river, DM?
It's a very similar size to the one that you fished in, but you can see that it's noticeably smaller, but not by like a large amount, if you get what I mean.
Whatever you do,
Yeah,
just
no,
please
it's a
don't
matter
stroke
of
your rod.
a couple of hundred
Yeah.
years of erosion as opposed to,
Yeah.
you know,
It's hundreds of
stream
years in thousands of years. Like, in the lifetime of the river, it's
100%.
fuck all. In the lifetime of Salsoon, it's massive.
Yes.
Yeah, in the lifetime of any of us, I think we're all like short-lived species, so.
Yeah, we are, aren't we? Fuck.
Mhm.
I don't
In that
think
case,
any of you
so
are.
no village, dirt paths. Is
Imagine
there
if
anyone around, or am I just completely fucking alone right now?
Roll me a perception check.
imagine if one of us was like a really old age species and we're like, oh, I remember this day.
Oh,
I
no,
remember
that's-
this day.
That's a 15.
Why am I here again?
Yeah,
Let me go
so
back and run into myself.
trust me, the way that I am running time travel in this, you don't want to.
We must not be
Yeah,
seen.
I had a feeling that.
Yeah. Weirdly, I understood your sadism well enough to suggest that.
Harry Potter vibes. Oh yeah.
Harry Potter, Harry Potter.
I think it's more
Oh,
Peabody
oh.
and Sherman, if you've ever seen that movie, which is a cartoon movie. I've watched it while babysitting. I don't know if you've talked about
Yeah.
myself, fucking amazing movie. But like they touch each other, everyone dies. It's that level of just don't fuck with it.
It's not Avengers where you can
Don't
slap
touch
your
them,
own
they're
self and
children.
it'd be fine.
Yes.
There's quite literally you'll find out how it works and you'll understand like the perils basically, but you'll have to find that out as you go, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, so what's around you at the moment is you pretty much in nature right now.
Fucking beautiful. Not where he wanted to go, but he will take probably a solid couple of hours trying to relax himself from the fact that he just got bitch slapped from another dimension by a demon. Like, he needs a bit of time, and this
Yeah.
is the perfect place for him to have that.
Yeah.
So he'll probably walk down to what will one day be his favourite fishing spot, adding 2 or 3 steps to get to the edge of the river. And he'll just set up a chair. He's
For
just...
fuck's sake.
He needs a couple of hours to, like,
Man needs to
realise
process.
what the fuck's going on. Yeah. Yeah, he's wise, he's not smart. He's like, fuck it, I'm no longer there, I was gonna die, I'm not currently dying.
Be at one with the river.
Let me have a minute.
Sure. So as that's going on, we'll move to the port in
Oh dear.
Denerim here. So having tumbled into the sea from the pier and consequently dragged yourself back out onto said pier, you look around to see muchly the same dock that you remember, albeit it's considerably less busy and a lot less wealthy. You see that most of the area is residential, unlike what you're used to, which would have been a lot of shops close to the dock, because you obviously have, a lot of trade coming backwards and forwards, and getting it off the boat and into your shops probably quite a good idea. And as you look around, you notice that you're getting some strange looks, and you're attracting a lot of attention.
Well, I've just appeared out in the middle of fucking nowhere, I'd assume so.
You've just appeared out in the middle of nowhere, bounced off of the port into the sea, clambered back out of the sea, and gone, fuck.
I look like a drowned rat.
Not
You
a
have pulled a
Tuesday they were
SpongeBob.
expecting. You have pulled a
You-
SpongeBob.
Laid on the deck and flopped like a fish. It is
Yeah.
Yeah.
truly
Do-
spectacular.
Do I realise what's going on because I will have been to this dock before?
You notice that this isn't particularly positive attention, because as you turn to sort of face this group at the other end of the pier, 2 guards, armed guards, break
Oh,
through the
no.
crowd and kind of start to, make their way towards you.
What do their faces look like? Like, do they look like they want to speak to me, or do they look like they want to throttle me?
Yes, is the answer.
Ooh, let me have a
Kind
think.
chat, or death in stocks and hanged? Like, which way we're going?
So, I just want to pull up a character sheet.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's never good.
Oh no.
No,
Oh,
nothing
no,
good
no,
has followed
no,
the DM
no.
going, I just need to pull up a character sheet. That's
I
like,
just
ah,
need to
yeah.
get some stats.
Just need to see
Let
some
me pull out
stats.
a miniature. real
I'm just
quick.
hoping to see if I can, like, slip into the crowd.
No, the crowd is at the town end.
Am
of
I
the
Try to
right at
stay
the end
pier.
of the
one
dock?
away from the goblin.
You're like at the other end of the pier, like on the.
Oh,
dock end
so
of
like
the
where there's
pier.
all the crab
You're at the-
catching baskets and... Right.
You're at the boat's end. They're at the people end.
Shit. Right, okay.
Oh no.
If you make me
Uh-oh.
a insight check to see what you can tell about these gods.
Insight. Right, okay. Oh dear. 4.
Uh-oh. Oh!
So yeah, as you look at these guards, you can't really tell what's going on with them. They don't look impressed, but that's kind of about as much as you can discern. They're just unimpressed.
What are they doing? Do they have their swords out? Are they just plodding towards? Like, what describe how they're coming towards me.
So they're marching towards you at a pretty significant pace, and their hands are on their swords, but they're not drawn yet.
Okay, that seems like a time for me to dip. I am going to jump into the water, go
I don't
under the
suppose they
water.
have big crosses on their armor, do they?
I'm not even
You
testing
have to
a
look.
chance. My insight was 4. If I'm not fucking blind.
I've just realised. Katie appeared
Vic
out of
barely knows
nowhere.
they're human.
Vic appeared out of nowhere
I'm also a
in the
goblin.
middle of a town in a universe where magic is no good.
I'd just like to point out, it is
Looking
the perfect
distinctly
time
non-human.
for me, if I get captured, to go, racist.
Are you going to
They'll
look for
probably
this?
nod in
or...
agree though.
Sure, if I can.
That's racist or more magist.
I mean, as you look back over your shoulder before you jump, you do see that both of them have crosses on their armor.
Yeah, I'm dipping.
Chests of their armor.
Oh shit! Yeah, fucking leave.
I'm gonna make an escape in the water so they can't see me. I'm gonna do an Assassin's Creed.
Roll me a dexterity check followed by a stealth check.
Dex.
Actually, no, just roll me a stealth check.
All right.
Because I could. Just
Just stealth.
Just stealth because
Okay.
it's I could get you to roll acrobatics or something, but
12.
So as you dive into the water, you dive down far enough that they can't see you,
Cool.
and as you swim away up the shoreline and drag yourself out of the water, you look back and they can kind of guess where you've gone, but they're still looking for you in the water. You've slipped them, but for how long?
Okay, I am gonna pull the good old disguise kit out. I need to actually check what's in it. I don't know if it says.
I think we ended up. Did we end up discussing that like goblins are very much native to this universe, and it's not some weird fucking.
They just don't like us.
Like.
Yeah, I think it was more that they don't like goblins than actually
It's like a
you don't
similar
belong
thing
here.
with the Untitled kind of thing, where the goblins tried having a war and failed, kind of thing. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I might use my disguise kit to look like a dwarf.
Okay, roll me.
It lets me add a proficiency
Roll me
bonus
a-
to any ability checks I make to create a visual disguise.
Roll me a performance check, just to
See
gauge
how good it
well
looks.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good I'm proficient in performance. Come on. 16.
Ooh, nice.
Nice. Putting it on for most people that don't look twice at you, they're just gonna think that you're a dwarf at this point.
And then
Anybody who looks closer, you might have to persuade.
I'm gonna pop my hooded shroud up as well, just to add a bit more, like, inconspicuous about it. I'm part of the crowd type of thing.
Mhm.
So they don't notice the ears as well, because, you know.
Yeah. Bit of a distinct
I'm a half.
identifier.
It's fine. I'm a half breed. I'm a half breed. It's all good. Right.
It's fine. You've just got lyrium poisoning.
I need to get rid of the quantity of the disguise kit because I have used it.
Because dwarves physically can't cast magic. If they think you're a dwarf, you can't be a mage. You're
Yep.
safe.
I like weapons. Yes, that's why I
Yeah,
have so many.
Yes.
That
Diggy,
is an
diggy
actual
hole.
thing. Dwarves can't cast magic because they spend all their time digging up a stone digging up a gem that like
Diggy, diggy
boosts magic, but because of them breathing it in over centuries, they've
Mhm.
gained a resistance to magic, which stops them being able to cast magic.
Nah,
So
Right.
you
The
cannot
good
be a
old-
dwarf mage.
Can I see anything around that would help me? Like anything that stands out?
So currently you're just sort of in a you're on what appears to be like a beachy tree line, looking back towards these guards that are currently looking around the water for you. There is a considerable crowd now at the port. And there's a lot of concern. You can kind of hear the concern coming from the town.
So for now, then I need to get away from the port because they're going to be a lot more aware of everything around them. So I need to kind of blend in elsewhere. So I think I'm going to have to go further in because I think I want to get noticed at the docks.
Okay. Yeah. So is that your decision for now to try and make your way into the depths of Denerim rather than?
Yeah, a bit further in, see what, if anything, is useful, and
Okay.
see, like, get my surroundings, get my bearings.
Yeah. Okay. So okay. So with that, we'll move to the Storm Coast. And we'll be with Ironball now. So as
I'm guessing
Ironball,
there's not much in the way of like visual markers for Ironball to be able to tell that there's been like a shift in time, because like it's just
Storm
it's other than the
Coast.
fact that his men aren't here. That's the only like.
I mean, I think your favourite log
Difference.
missing should be a very big tell.
I mean, that could just have been a stormy night, though.
Yeah.
But it's the Ironball's log, it should always be there. Who
It's
would
a
dare
very
move?
large log.
Who would dare move the
He
Ironball's log?
carries that log with him.
Oh, it's
Just to
definitely a
sleep
cuddle
on.
blanket. Yeah,
Yeah.
safety blanket.
Well, Ironball knows that we said if the group got split up, we were going to try and make it back to Castle Eichel. So he knows there is a town about 5-10 minutes walk further down the coast, as far as he knows. So he's gonna just try and like head for that.
Okay. So as you pick yourself up and dust yourself off, because you did land face first in the sand.
He's used to waking up like that, so.
You realise that you recognise this location, but not particularly the condition. The area appears younger, like the trees are noticeably a bit smaller and things like that. And as far as you're aware, like, people don't particularly like live near this area. Like you know, as in very close proximity.
Just out of personal
So-
interest, Ironball's log, was it just like a giant oak log, or is it a different tree?
It was just like a tree that had been knocked over by a storm. But, like
Ah,
he
but what
just
type of
grabbed the log
tree?
from it to give himself something to. Like they did it for a few different trees because it was obviously there was a big mercenary group camping on the beach.
Or is it quite a
So
big tree? Is it an oak tree?
So they got like a few different trees and logs and just set them up as seats, basically. He had a particularly large one because he's a particularly large guy.
Was it a big oak boy?
So Ironball's like relatively intelligent. Can I make like some kind of check to figure out like what the fuck's going on?
Roll me a history check followed by a perception check.
Ah yes, I can see the rings for the trees, they're very young.
Oh, that is
Oh my
clearly
God.
cocked. That's clearly cocked, but I don't care.
And that's
And not
Cocked, you're gonna have to
persuasion.
roll it again.
Perception, not perception, not
oh.
persuasion. I rolled the wrong thing,
That's
but
a
I've
poor
got like
persuasion roll, but you don't need
I've got a
persuasion,
-1
perception.
to perception, so I have a.
Oh, that's a 1.
That's a
dirty
1.
one.
That's a 1
Oh.
to perception, but a 15 on history because he is smart, not wise.
You see nothing but know everything.
Ironball drinks and
Blind
knows
So-
things.
omniscience.
So as you kind of look up and down this coastline, you realise that this is pretty far into the past. Judging by the scale of the trees, you can see it's probably like at least 150 years, possibly more. You're very sure that there's a definite shift in century at least. Maybe, yeah, 100, 150 is your best estimate right now.
See, that's a problem. The only place Ironball is technically, like, not probably going to be attacked right now is Parvolan. Because, obviously, he grew up in Parvolan, he knows the history. 150 years ago would have been during the Kunari invasion of Ferelden and Orlais. So...
Not particularly the greatest time to be wandering
Not
around the Storm
the
Coast.
best time to be a big bull man.
I don't really talk about
In
lovely
Ferelden.
holiday. Jolly holiday.
So, I need to get up the map. How long would it take to get to Parvolan if he was to swim it?
3.5 fucking years. What the fuck?
It's like he's got a good swim speed, dude. Like he's as fast as like most fish are.
I know, but you'd still get tired, surely.
Oh yeah, but
he
like
can
so
sleep
does a fish.
underwater.
Yeah,
It's more. You're gonna swim in an ocean. You
Yeah.
might be the biggest thing on land. You are not even fucking measurable underwater.
Oh, and I don't have any stabbing weapons.
And
Never
also-
mind. I don't have stabbing
And also,
weapons.
theological creatures exist because Fick is Metacracken.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Don't want to do that
I
shit.
don't have a stabbing weapon, so I'd be at disadvantage to hit anything.
Yes.
Yep. You're at disadvantage. No, because you have a swimming speed. So it just.
Oh
counts.
shit! Yeah, so I don't get that. Yeah, I don't get the
Yeah.
disadvantage.
So your swimming speed means you don't get a disadvantage. You can sleep underwater. However, you're like a small to medium-sized big fish. Like. You are definitely at the bottom of the fucking food chain.
I'm
in
like the
an
size of a
ocean.
small shark.
Yeah, things will eat you.
Yeah, many things.
See, it's problematic because I need to get to Parvolan. That's the only way that like I'm either getting to Parvolan or using a door with the Monsters Inc. key. But in order to use a door with Monsters Inc. key, I've got to find like a hamlet really, because I don't want to find a big town where there's going to be lots of people that are going to attack me. I need a hamlet where there's going to be like 3 or 4 people, and I can just be like, I'm using your door. Bye.
They also can't scream and call for help.
But unless I can't get to Parvolan, because if I swim, it's going to take me fucking forever because it's miles. And I can't get a boat because... Look at me.
I mean, you could threaten them.
I could, but that tends not to go well. I may be the biggest guy, but enough
You
people...
could also
and
just make a
people
door.
lose. I don't know if that would work.
It don't. I mean,
You could find a
but it would.
U-sized jar.
Keyhole, problem solved. At no point did the rules of the keys state that it had to be someone else's door.
Yeah,
See, me and
yes,
Matt
but also
argued
I
about
don't
this.
I'm not proficient in carpentry, so...
As you ponder your options, there's a
Oh, fuck.
crash
Holy shit.
through the tree line behind you, and before you can turn quick enough, you feel this this axe slash down your chest.
Oh,
Motherfucker!
Should have thought first now.
Yeah. And
I'm not level 7, so I don't get the thing where I can't be surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Matt's doing it now because you can't do anything about it, but like,
He did say we'd have consequences if we stayed.
And
Yes.
you take 11 slashing damage.
oh,
That's nothing.
And
That voice
puts
says otherwise.
us onto the coastline map
Oh dear.
together.
He's had this prepped. He knows.
He,
Quick, kill
he
him.
just wants to kill Ironball.
Don't be to go up. I'll knock him out. It will never happen.
It's fine. Ironball has no issue with murdering motherfuckers. So.
Oh no. Katie meant Matt. Katie was
Oh, I'm
gonna
being
go
literal.
knock the fuck out of Matt.
He will magically disappear. What a shame.
There we go.
Oh dear.
I don't have a token prepared for what's actually attacking you.
It's
so
one
That doesn't
guy.
bode well.
We'll
That
catch
does
you
not
guys
bode
One
next time.
guy. That's fine.
So as you turn
That's like saying
after
it's
being
one
slashed
elemental.
by this thing and look back at it, you see what appears to be a near mirror reflection of yourself.
Uh-oh.
But it's in skeleton form,
Ugh.
and it's distinctly dead.
Ugh.
It's a skeleton.
It's a U-skeleton. It's a Minotaur skeleton.
That worries me that it maybe has access to rage.
Do Minotaur skeletons have horns?
They do, yes.
Yes, because it's
it's
part of them.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't
Yeah,
know if they were more antlers or horns.
No, the Minotaur horns are attached to the actual physical skull.
Right.
They
Because I know that
don't shed
antlers
or anything.
shed,
So.
which is a fucking weird concept to me.
It's a terrifying concept. Yeah.
Right? They just fall off.
Imagine them like fingernails, almost.
So does this mean I have to roll initiative?
You do, yes. And
then
so does your
Horns are more
undead
like teeth.
counterpart.
The horns can
do I have
break,
advantage on?
but not necessarily come back.
No, that's level 7. Fuck.
Level 7. Level 7's when you go from being
I
combat
got on that
okay
one.
to combat specific.
Oh,
I got on that one.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So it's gonna go first because it rolled a 6.
Oh
I
no.
figured.
So we're gonna go again.
Yeah.
That is a 8 to hit, which does not hit.
That
So
doesn't
that's your
hit.
turn.
Well, don't worry, Niall. It's as shit at aiming as you are, so you're all good.
Ironball is gonna fucking rage.
Naturally.
It's just the insult of this thing looking exactly like him.
up and hit me in the back like a fucking coward.
You heard it coming, you just didn't turn fast enough for it.
He hit me in the back. He's a coward. I'd understand if I was fleeing hitting me in the back, but I'm not fleeing.
You just stood there
You've
taking
only
in the
added that
sights.
in so you can rationalise what you did to the fucking goblin. I know you did.
Yes.
Ironball is going to recklessly attack twice with his quarterstaff because this motherfucker looks skeletal.
I wonder if this one can
Um,
recklessly attack.
So the first attack is a 15 to hit.
Yes, that's hit.
And he's swinging that with both hands, so he does 1d8 plus 5 bludgeoning. That is 8, 10, 20 if they're weak to bludgeoning.
He is weak to bludgeoning.
Yeah, so that is 20 damage on the first hit.
Yep.
And then the second attack is a 25 to hit.
Yep, that hits, yep.
And then that is 15, 30 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fucking hell.
And then can he make a dexterity saving throw, please?
What, you trying to make bone meal? It's enough bludgeoning damage to make him into dust.
He...
Like,
You're
That
almost
is
as
a
powerful
10.
as Salsoon and his rod. Like, damn.
Nobody's as powerful as
that was
Salsoon
a
in his
10,
rod.
did you say?
Yes.
Holy fuck,
The
he
rod is
failed the dex
unbeatable.
saving throw.
Oh,
It's a
this
skeleton.
means you deal a whole
And I rolled a
1d6.
6. I rolled a 6.
Hey!
Wow.
That is 6 points of lightning damage to the motherfucker.
So as you turn and get these 2 quarterstaff hits in, you see that you do near critical levels of damage to this thing. It's very much on its last legs.
Them bones and bones and bull bones. Bones
yeah,
and bones and bull bones.
He's done everything he physically can do, so...
Bull bones.
That is cocked. Yeah, that's a 3. That's not going anywhere special.
please, as your killing move, can you pick it up by the horns and do a full throw over your body? Just like a full overhead throw.
Is that my go again, Matt?
Yes, that is indeed your go.
Overhead throw.
Well, seeing he's on his last legs, Ironball's gonna drop the quarterstaff, gonna bring up the guns, and just gonna give him the old 1-2.
Yeah. Go
He's
for
recklessly as well. So that is a 21 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Totally does not.
That is 6 points of bludgeoning, so times that
12.
by 2, so 12.
Yeah. So as you clobber it, you knock the head clean off into the
He's
sand.
gonna
and
pummel it a couple
falls
of more
down.
times. He's gonna pummel it a couple more times, snap off the horn,
Just to make sure it's dead.
and then he's taking the horn as a trophy.
Please funnel it out so it's a war horn.
As you
He actually already has a war horn.
I know, but then it's a you war horn, so it's even creepier.
You can blow your war horn while Salsoon hits people with his rod, and that's
Yes.
just...
I can blow my own horn.
You blow your
literally.
horn, I'll swing my rod. Like, it's a good combination.
You got the war horn, I've got the war drums. We can make a band.
Can Ironball then drink his healing potion? Because, ow!
Let's make a band.
As you break off this war horn, you hear this sort of weird, bizarre noise behind you, and you turn to see rising from this skeleton, for want of a better way of putting it, there is now a deep shadow forming above it into the shape of a creature.
Run away! Run away!
Fucking Belacore!
Which I still don't have the proper token for that either, so I'm using this.
Fuck's sake.
Technically, Ironball still has his second attack and his bonus action.
Oi.
So here we are again with something else I want to
Here
do.
I go again on my
So
own.
Ironball technically has his second attack and his bonus action. So,
Well, it depends if that happened in a turn or not.
I presume it.
I would say that going to collect the thing, you would have dropped
shit,
your
yeah.
guard because you stepped away from the original position of the fight,
Yeah.
and that would have passed the turn.
Okay. Bring it on.
So
You still got your rage, though.
you
I
still
just
have
have my
rage,
rage.
so yeah.
I did, however, recklessly
piercing.
attack, so he gets.
He gets advantage now,
advantage.
which means I get 2 dice.
Yeah.
And that is a 16 to hit.
Just sneaks past.
Yeah. Not happy
So
about
we
that.
get 2d6.
That face does
plus
not show amusement.
3 slashing damage. That is 9 slashing damage.
9?
Yeah.
So that's half to 4, right?
Yeah.
Face of
And
concern.
could you make a Constitution saving throw?
No. No.
No.
Just
We
no.
say no,
I
DM.
believe plot
What are you gonna
armor
do about
saves
it?
you from that one, right? Like,
15.
That passes. You are absolutely fine.
What are you gonna do about it, DM? We said no.
rocks fall.
Rocks
Yeah.
fall, Ironball dies. It's fine, I have a paladin ready for when Ironball dies, so.
Yeah.
So it's
Paladin
Ironball's
musketeers.
turn now.
Ironball is going to draw his fucking Abyssal Bane. I like to imagine that every time Ironball swapped weapons, he's just dropping whatever he had in his hands before.
Mechanically, that's what you have to do, because stowing a weapon takes a bonus action. So you have to legitimately drop it to pull another weapon.
It does sound like Ironball, like out of sheer panic 'cause he's getting slapped that much. Just pull out another one. Like a bow and arrow.
I mean, he's carrying a literal fucking armory on him at this point.
And another one. And another one.
Yeah, he's going to reckless attack and stab this motherfucker.
It's the fact that if your weapon broke, it wouldn't matter because you just have too many.
So that's a 26 to hit.
That hits.
Kelsa
Is
freeze.
is this a demon / devil?
You're gonna have to find that out.
Mm.
Well, I'm
Stare
just
at it
saying,
very
Fuck,
hard.
I think I know what this is.
do I get my radiant damage?
You do not.
Okay,
You
so
notice
it's-
distinctly on this slash that it doesn't appear to have the same sheen to the blade as when you cut
So it's
through.
not a demon or a devil. Okay.
It's just
So that is
a clusterfuck.
15 slashing damage with the first hit,
Yeah.
and then he will swing again. And then, to be fair, he might actually switch to his great axe after on his next turn, so that he can do a bit more damage. Oh, thank God, I'm using fucking reckless. That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
And that is 14 slashing damage.
Yeah.
And then he is going to, as his bonus action, drink his healing potion.
Okay.
Which is 2d4 plus 2. Do you want to roll it, or shall I?
No, I'm gonna let you roll it. Anything. Basically, you're gonna roll it unless it's NPC or something else.
Heal for 8.
That kind of isn't to do with your character. So if it's gonna hurt you or if it's like talking to you, I'll roll it. But basically anything else, and you roll it.
There we go. Right, I healed for 8. That was my action, bonus action. There's no point in me moving. I'm gonna just stick it out.
And then for me, rolling with advantage. That is a 19 to hit.
Just a little bit, yeah. Just squeaks past the armor.
The armor of your sheer muscular form.
Yeah.
I'd like to imagine it's more just like Ironball parrying and shit. Like,
So that
once
is
he gets a shield, he'll
11 slashing damage. And could you roll me a Constitution
so
saving
that's
throw,
half to
please?
5 damage. Oh my god.
It's not that. It's there's a few things that can happen if you fail a con save. If what I think is going to happen happens, you're respectfully fucked.
Oh shit. It's
'Cause I
not
think
plus
I know
2,
what
it's
this
plus
is.
5, so that's an 8.
You fail that,
Don't roll a
and you
1d4,
are
Matt. Don't roll a 1d4.
paralyzed.
Paralyzed?
Okay, not as bad as it
Paralyzed
could have
for a
been.
minute.
Not as bad as it could have been.
With no extra saving throws, it's just paralyzed for a minute.
At the end of each turn, you can try to roll again. So this is now your turn. So you basically get to roll, and then it will go back round.
Another
to...
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, basically. If you roll a Constitution saving throw, it will be your turn, and then you roll another one in effect.
That's a 15.
So you are unparalyzed, but it is my turn again.
And he doesn't have advantage because I did not reckless. And
Because
I'm
you
no
were
longer
paralyzed.
paralyzed. Yes.
So you're not paralyzed. But
Does
this
paralysis stop rage at this stage, actually? No, because I took damage, didn't I?
no.
So.
Yes.
Yeah, you took
If
damage.
you can maintain concentration, it doesn't like. Well, I say concentration. If you can maintain being
it's not
pissed.
concentration, but yeah.
So that's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll tickle me, Matt. That'll tickle me.
That is 9 slashing damage and another Constitution saving throw,
I'll
please.
do 4, and then a Constitution saving throw. That is a 17.
Yeah, that passes.
Sweet. My go.
Yep, that's your turn. Yeah.
Ironball's gonna drop Abyssal Bane, and pull out his great axe. He's just getting a pile of weapons on the floor.
Well, yeah,
now.
there's now a quarterstaff, Abyssal Bane, the Minotaur's weapon. Just all collectively
Oh yeah,
together.
what did the Minotaur have?
A massive
as a
axe,
weapon?
didn't it?
Was
It's
it a great axe?
axe? It was a great axe, yeah.
I'll be taking that after I've killed this motherfucker.
Of course you will.
I will be recklessly attacking,
Naturally.
of course.
Followed by 2 natural ones.
Ironball only ever recklessly attacks. 25?
Yeah, that hits you.
That is 14 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, and with that, you cleave this this shadow thing in half and it sort of it reaches out for you as you do so, and it kind of doesn't quite make it, but then just sort of like disperses into the.
Ironball's gonna smash the shit out of that Minotaur body on the ground. And then can he take the great axe?
Yeah, there's nothing to say you can't.
Can he also collect some bones?
Yes.
How many bones?
Given that you probably smashed most of them by now.
Can I keep the skull at least? Like the skull intact?
Yeah, you can keep the skull. That's intact because that's not with the stuff that you just.
Oh, you took a horn off it though. That's a shame because you could have had a pauldron with like 2 horns using the Minotaur skull.
I could have done, but I have a better idea for what I want with that skull. So as usual, he's going to tie the skull to his strip of leather that attaches to his pauldron.
Bandolier.
Bandolier, that's the term.
I've been thinking of that since like the first session, and my head just went, "Oh, it's a bandolier, dickhead," and I'm like, "Ah, oh, yes, it is. Thank you, brain."
So Minotaur skull, add to my inventory, and then another great axe because that shit sells for quite a lot. And also, it just gives him another weapon that he can use to smack shit
Yeah, I
with.
was gonna say, at which point do we think you're actually gonna sell any of this shit? Because I'm not
I
there.
intend on it eventually, but like a great axe is worth 30 gold. Like.
Okay, so we will come back round to.
I'm still only carrying like 140 pounds. Jeez.
We'll come back round to Salsoon at this point,
Okay.
who at this point has finished his rest, his short rest by the river.
Thankfully, needed that. He'll collect himself. Can I remember which way the biggest town was?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that upriver or downriver?
We'll go downriver towards the coast.
Brilliant. In that case, while he's alone and in nature, he will. No, he'll walk for a bit first, and then when he gets closer, before like actually interacting with people, he'll just like pull himself to the side, cast Disguise Self, look a bit older, going for like old man, not old man sympathy levels of you need to help this guy cross the street.
60s.
But you know when, yeah, 60s, like competent but old enough that if you talk to him, he will talk to you for the rest of the week.
Yeah, yeah.
That kind of age, aiming for that. Like a passive dissuasion of just communication, really. He'll start leaning heavily on Sally's staff, like playing up that he needs it, because otherwise, why the fuck do you have one? And just make his way into the town, just to see what's around, to see if they know what happened to his fucking house, essentially.
Yeah. So yeah, that's going to take about the better part of a day to get there.
Yep.
And is probably somewhere around this area here.
Okay.
So if you want to move yourself there, and that's kind of your day dealt with.
Nice. I'll at some point stop, cook, and eat the fish that I caught earlier.
Yeah.
Don't need ration packs, got actual good food.
Yeah. So this puts us back round to Fick here.
Yes.
So yeah, you've managed to get yourself now into. I would say you're now in the outskirts of Denerim. You're trying to kind of avoid people. You've not really had any. Yeah, you've not really had any issues per se. But certainly people are noticing that your stature is shorter. And having obviously been aware of the shorter statured creature on the pier, probably the better part of half an hour ago now, they're a bit wary of you.
Oh.
But nobody's said anything. You're not getting the same kind of attention as before.
I've just had a great idea. Were dwarves
Oh
by
my
any
God.
chance allowed into the Templars? Soon as they were they were resistant to magic.
Yeah, dwarves are in
Yeah.
the Templars.
Yeah.
Can I, in a corner where I won't be spotted, say, fabulous, adorn
Oh,
a Templar costume?
yes.
You did this!
Yeah, the Templars
God.
use the mineral, by the way, that the dwarves have like always mine up, which made them resistant to magic. The Templars use that to make themselves resistant to magic. They snort it. So
Yeah.
Who needs
Surprise!
crack cocaine when you have crack crystal?
yeah, literally,
One makes you feel like you're flying, the other one stops people from being able to fly.
just don't take the red crystal. Red crystal bad.
So the blue pill, got it.
Oh,
So-
but the red version won't exist yet. That doesn't appear for another 100 and
Red
some
crystal
years.
bad, pink kryptonite good. Got it.
Red crystal doesn't appear for like another 100 years or so. So we're
Right.
safe for that.
Okay, so you're now, in effect, you now look like a Templar.
I am a Templar.
Yeah. So you're walking through the streets looking like a Templar. People notice you, but they're not particularly, like, you look like a dwarf for now. People aren't really all that fussed.
Hiding in plain sight, baby.
Yep, that's the one. Yeah, so what are you gonna do now you're deep in the,
What's around me? What can I see?
So currently, you are, it's just sort of your average cobbled narrow street with the stone building on either side. And as you walk around, you notice the occasional shop. Mostly though, it's just houses.
What are the shops?
So you've got an armorer's, you've got a weaponsmith, and sort of like a general goods store that appears to sell food, fishing tackle.
Paper?
Yeah, they'd sell paper. Yeah.
I'm going to go into the general goods store.
Oh, okay. So upon entering the general goods store, it's like a cramped shop. It's a small shop. Somebody's evidently converted the downstairs of their house into a shop, effectively. Built themselves some shelves. You can see that there's like writing equipment in a corner. You can see that there's fishing equipment in a corner. There's a couple of swords. They're not great quality to your eyes, but you know, it's a bit of everything. It's a knick-knacks shop with one of everything in it, effectively.
Cool. I'm gonna walk towards the pen and paper then.
Sure. Yeah. As you get there, the shopkeep comes up to you and just sort of leans and says, "Hi, can I help you? Is there anything you're looking for?"
I'm gonna have to put on an accent because this is not gonna work as an Irishman. I don't want to get noticed.
Become your inner dwarf.
Yep. Hello there, friend. I'm hoping to send a letter to one of my fellow brothers. I'm wondering if I could use some of your pen and paper.
Of course. Sure. You can borrow my quill, my ink, but you'd obviously have to purchase the paper. It's one copper for 10 sheets.
Very kind shopkeep, letting them use their quill and ink.
I know.
Either that or he just gets harassed by Templar on the daily, and this is him trying to give penance.
Slight
that.
issue. I don't have money.
What do you mean you don't have money?
Oh,
You
no,
have
no.
it, remember?
You don't
Yeah,
have money because, Niall, you took all of the money. Do you not remember this?
You took all of Vic's money.
I
You
didn't take anything.
You have everybody's money on you.
Nope, I have 5 silver pieces.
You have the chalice. You could try and sell that to
I
them,
was
and
gonna
then-
try and persuade first to see if he could bill it towards the main Templar housing.
Bill the Templar order.
Because I don't carry the money on me. It's part of
Well,
the stuff that I'm giving up.
Okay, roll me a persuasion check. Go for it.
Fucking build a temple.
17.
That's quality.
Fucking power
A
move.
17.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, sell it to me. Come on.
I'm sorry to say, sir, I don't have any money on me, I'm afraid. When I joined the Templar Order, they took me in, very kind of them. They always ask for somebody to give something up, and for me personally, any economic benefit I gave to the poor, and I just go off the food and support of the Templars. So if you would be so kind, could you send the bill to them, and they would be more than happy to give you bountiful payment.
This is slightly peculiar, but certainly for an esteemed Templar, I'm sure we can understand this request.
You're very kind.
And he now asks, so how many sheets are you wanting for your letter?
Just
Don't
3
be a
would
dick
do.
at this stage.
I also tip you 10 gold. Charge that.
3 would be more than kind.
I'll give you the 10, because we don't go smaller than 10. And you can use the top 3 to send your letter. And as he reaches round, he pulls out his quill and ink and allows you some space to write your letter.
Thank you. Does he walk off, or like, how much space are you giving me?
He's still tending his shop, but you are left to your own devices in a corner, and he's like gone away from that corner back to sort of the till area.
Yeah, origami time. Do you know what time it is? Because I want it to be extra.
Go for it. What are you making?
I am making an origami door with a keyhole.
Fuck! Yeah, no.
Yeah, so that's going to take you a few hours to do.
Mhm.
Well,
You
how
still
big
have
are
to
you
fit
making?
through the door.
It's 10 sheets, I'm small.
What is the definition of a door? Because you can fit through a piece of paper if you cut it properly.
The definition of a door is an entrance with hinges that is to a room, building, or place.
How the fuck are you going to build a hinge out of paper?
You
Origami.
just crease the paper.
Yeah.
It's a hinge.
And
Yeah,
also,
technically that is a hinge.
did you ever see that that challenge when you were younger of you had to make the biggest shape with paper as possible and try and fit through it?
Yeah, no,
That's what I'm doing.
what I was on about. You just do that and it becomes like a massive fucking circle.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you
That's
just
a doorway.
Mhm.
Are you gonna
Yeah,
build a
and then
fucking
you-
Stargate?
Oh yeah.
And then all you have to do is put like a flap or something on it, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because then you have a door with
With a hinge.
you've got a door
And remember,
you've got
it's
something
either
with a
hinge, sliding, or rotating.
Okay, but like, you walk through a door to come into the shop.
You could
I
just
know, but
use
I
a
want
normal door.
I want it to be extra. I talked to Matt about
Fair
this.
enough, that's fine.
I
Just
will
check.
allow it. We did talk about this before, and I will allow this. So you're building your door.
Yes.
So,
I like how me and Logan are just like, we're just gonna find a door. Katie's like, no,
Extra.
make door.
Arts and crafts. My god is the god of arts and crafts. Leave me alone. Let me be extra.
I wonder if I have the stuff to make a hinge, because if I can't make a hinge, then I can't make a door.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
you'd
can.
have to find a place.
It'd be like... Again, bit of wood, hole, cover, uncover, technically is door.
It is hinged.
yeah.
Hinge is very, like...
Well, sliding works as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
that's what I mean, so
sliding or
hinges isn't
rotating.
Necessary. Or
Um,
removing. You can remove a door, it's still a door.
So making this door will take you to the end of the day, just with how long it would take you to make something that you could walk through, and something that would actually fill the requisites for you to be able to fit through, open, and put the key into.
Alright, I should probably best take the papers out with me then so he doesn't get suspicious.
Yeah. So
Let
as
me
you,
write a letter.
Yeah.
Build
So you,
door.
as you sort of like scribble on one of the pieces of paper, you thank him and leave.
Yep.
and you set off to find somewhere.
I wonder if
quiet.
he'll ever get paid that 1 copper.
I thought, well, oh, yeah, you'll
I
have
mean,
to
if
find
you
that out.
invoice the Templar,
Yeah,
do
they
pay
just
you? 'Cause
get
if so,
they just get billed.
we can just start invoicing the fuckers.
Because they'll just
Well,
assume that one of their Templars has had to buy paper,
No,
so they
because
have to bill it.
the Templars keep very rigid track of where their men are at all times. So if they don't have someone in the area,
Well, there was the two guys
so
fucking looking for
kidnap
me.
a Templar, just kidnap one, bill everything to the Templar, pretend it's this cunt, problem solved, make a shitload of money.
I also
There's-
don't think you can normally invoice the Templars. I don't think that's normally a thing that they do.
Well,
Yeah, no,
you
I
base
think
it off their
they're
word.
individuals, but
No, they
Yeah.
do have towers.
Like the individual people get paid money. It's basically a police force.
yeah.
Mm.
But you've got to remember that we have a bard here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's fair, I believe some
so-
Templars did it for free. They just had the bed and were fed, and that was it.
Yeah, those people are children of nobles typically.
Yep. So there you are. That's one of you building a door. But that will take you to the end of the day. Salsoon's actions are going
Worth
to take
it.
him to the end of the day. Ironball, I would say, you're going to arrive in this small hamlet. So what would you like to do in sort of this small hamlet?
What
There is a
time of day is it?
coming up to an evening. It's about 4:30.
I will try and sneak around to a point where I can get to a door and use the key to go to Castle Eichel.
Okay. Yeah. So
I'm trying to avoid being seen because I don't want to like cause a massive disruption and have to kill everyone in this hamlet. So
roll me roll me a stealth check actually.
like, man's a soldier. He's not afraid to murder everyone in the hamlet, but he doesn't want to.
Yeah.
19.
Yeah. So without a shadow of doubt, you're able to make your way around the town and make it to a door.
He will pull the key from his neck, where the very dainty chain has been keeping it. Pull off it's a piece of paper, isn't it, that activates
Yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah. It's a piece of paper.
Pull that off, envision Castle Eichel, put the key into the door, turn it, open the door, walk through.
So as you open this door, you hear a voice from behind you. Fucking honestly, your faces sometimes give me the world of joy. It's one of the best DM things that I can do. And
Got a very vocal face.
yeah. Yeah, so this voice behind you says, Ironball, you've been out of our sight for some time. Tell me what took you from the mortal realms and took you from our sight.
Fuck.
Tell it the truth.
What
It might
did they
help.
say?
Tell it the truth. Tell us what happened.
So it's asking you. It said that you've been out of their sight for some time.
The Illuminati is asking you what the fuck happened. They lost track of you.
And like, is this a voice that's like in my head, or is it an actual voice?
You hear it from behind you. So
I'm gonna turn and look at who the fuck's talking to me.
So as you turn, you see what appears to be a sort of a female figure, and they have this halo of bright light around them.
Don't stab the god. Don't stab the
Tell
god.
her who fucked us up.
Oh.
Because she can't be worse than him. Because he was a cunt. At least she's polite.
He's not gonna pull his weapon, but his hand is definitely gonna be on his axe.
Don't
Yeah.
stab the fucking god.
Who are you? How do you know my name? More importantly, why aren't you trying to stab me? Normally, people would try and stab me around this time period, if I'm right.
So she looks at you and says, "We are the old gods,
Oh, for fuck's sake.
the ones that created the safety of the mortal realms from our own life force."
Fucking hate gods. Right. So, the way it was explained to me is you've got this universe, which is like the big main universe, and then there's this little bubble universe that was like the pre-universe, the tester universe, and this prick called Belacore dragged us to that bubble universe somehow.
So at this point, you see that there's a recognition of the name Belacore. And there's definitely a recognition of what you've described. And she says, if it is Belacore, then he will stop at nothing to bring the dark gods to feast on this mortal realm.
Yeah, he mentions something about that. He wants to take over the tester universe, and then because he can take over that, if he can take over that, he can take over this one. Somewhat like that.
That's correct. From here, we must act quickly. I gift you our grace. And she reaches out and touches you in the middle of the chest. And you see this sort of radiant gold energy ripple around your body. And you feel a searing pain on your right shoulder. And as you look to it, you see this sort of very... It's small, but it's like a tattoo that's appeared on your shoulder. And it's very sort of custom to you. It's very unique to you and your own personality.
It's just an axe.
It's an axe surrounded by smaller other weapons.
Yeah.
And
then behind that all there's a goblin skull.
Facing backwards because it's running away.
Oh dear God.
No, typically he prefers to stab them in the front.
Unless they're goblins fleeing for their life, in which case, meh.
It was one time. One time. You kill
It
one.
was too many times.
You kill one fleeing civilian, and you're marked for life.
That's the
yes. That's how that works.
Yes, it is.
It is. So she continues. This is the mark of the old gods, and you are a disciple of us. This mark will grow with you and grant you more power with each demon that you destroy.
I like that.
Luck, adventurer. You are the
You
guardian
better not
of
expect
the
me to do
mortal
anything
realms.
for you though, because that's not going to happen, unless I'm getting paid.
There's no expectation at this point. Like seriously, no expectation.
You're one of like 60 people she's done this to. They're just hedging bets at this point. They're like, fuck it, eggs, different baskets, let's go.
Quick question as well. What would have happened if I'd stabbed you in the face?
Don't ask.
Just gauging my bets here. You know, I like to stab things that are stronger than me, but you look like you might be a little bit too strong. So.
At this point,
I don't want to stab the old god.
I am glad. I am very glad.
She says, while we contain these realms away from the forces of chaos, we cannot fight chaos without risking deaths of everyone, including ourselves. Now go before the key's spell runs out and you're stuck here forever.
Wait, will the key work and take me to where I want to go in the bubble universe?
Yes.
Sweet. And he's going to fall backwards through the door. He's not going to walk through, he's just going to flop.
As you flop backwards, you land...
Please tell me I landed grass.
Yes, you do land in grass. You land on the grass just outside the doors of Castle Belacore.
Does it look any different?
Spider-drained remains of the goblin.
Does it look any different? Because Ironball had a theory.
It's as you you're lying there and look up at the castle. It's you can see that there's scaffold on it. And you can see that the two big main doors have been they've been removed.
Okay.
And as you look inside, you can see that there's evidently been some carpentry going on. There's a half set of new stairs. The balconies have been taken down, and some of the doors inside the castle have been removed.
Okay, my theory is wrong then. Ironball's theory was because we'd been moved into the past, that the time in the bubble universe moved faster than in the standard universe.
Mhm.
So, like, Ironball's theory was because we'd been gone for like a day, we'd come back and it'd be maybe like a month ahead. Like,
Yeah. No, this is kind of it looks like a few days' work realistically to take the old doors off, start take
yeah.
everything out, and then start rebuilding the interior of this building.
Okay, so it was just we were sent back in time into the other universe then, so it's not a time disparity. That's good to know. Because that's
Yeah.
been my working theory for like the last week, is that there's a time
So-
disparity. We're going to come back and the whole world's going to be overrun by demons. So
So that is you disappearing from this realm.
does that mean
So-
I get to add the feet now?
You do now add the feet, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for catching me on that one. So for Fick and for Salsoon, can you both roll me a 1d4, please?
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
That just gives me another action
4.
to do.
3 from Selsoon.
And that is the damage that you will be taking.
Fun.
Fuck you! Sorry.
Instinct.
Didn't really mean that, but yeah.
Yeah, I've sent a fucking screenshot of just all of the actions that Ironball can take now into
It's
his.
because you've equipped all of the weapons.
Because why not?
Because you only have 2 hands. What is
Hands?
equipped is what you're holding, not what you have on you.
That seems like a
I've
challenge.
got a weapon for every scenario. I just need crossbows and bows now. That's the only thing I'm missing.
Yeah, so with that, there's a new day, fresh day. And yeah, you are starting to feel a little queasy.
Is my arts and crafts ready?
Do we take that before long rest or after? Like, is it then, are we feeling sick going to sleep, or do we wake up and go, oh fuck?
So that's after.
Oh, does that mean I also get a long rest?
It's like a hangover. It's great.
You didn't take a long rest.
but-
Because you've where we left you is you're
Oh,
still
yeah.
prone,
And
looking into
also-
the castle walls.
Did the old god ever give me her name?
She did not.
Shit.
So, just as a FYI, Hun, do we take the damage after we've done the long rest?
Afterwards, yes.
Alright, thank you. Just checking.
This
yeah.
is unavoidable and permanent.
I just thought to check.
Annoyingly.
It's always good to
Yeah,
check.
Yeah,
not-
nice.
I'm not that thick.
Oh, just once, please.
Yes, so
I mean, you are pretty thick, though.
So
Yeah, but that's
Ooh.
triple C's, not 2-digit IQ
That is triple
thing.
C's.
Yeah. So yes, Alsoon's turn.
Okay.
What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk inside your throat?
Okay, Salsoon, he
God.
made it to the town, right? Did he have to sleep on his way? Is he approaching morning?
Yeah. So he'll be approaching on foot in the morning. Yeah.
Cool, that works perfectly fine. What am I looking at, town-wise? Are we talking town, city, castle?
We're talking like a hamlet, so maybe 10 buildings.
Oh, okay. He was expecting a city.
Yeah.
Okay. What time of morning is this, give or take? About daybreak?
Yeah. The sun is up. It's like light, but it's the sun is kind of casting long shadows at this point.
Okay. Does the hamlet? What does it look like? Is it a small farming hamlet? Does it? Because it's on the river. Is it more fishing? Is it trade, or is it just people happen to live here?
It's kind of a blend between fishing and trade because you've got the river that extends all the way out into the sea, so people will
Fabulous.
come up the river, but at the same time you have, they can fish in this area,
Okay.
so they're capable of sustaining themselves that way as well.
No, that's fine. In that case, fuck, I'll just be looking for an outhouse, essentially. A building that most people won't look twice at, because it'll have a door.
Yeah. So there's a sort of smallish as you enter this town. There's a sort of smallish home, and then off to the side of it is a small building akin to like a shed for keeping tools in.
Brilliant. That'll work perfectly fine. I will just walk my way up to it using my old man energy of talk to me and I shall curse your grandchildren. And just take my key off, pull the paper off, put it in the door, walk through.
Yeah, so similar thing happens to you as you open this door to step through. You hear the same voice behind you, and it says, "Salsoon, you too have been out of our sight for some time. Have you been in the same place as Ironball?"
Can I insight? I know fucking no one, and this bitch has just appeared and gone, I'm gonna name drop one of your mates and question your purpose here.
Insight, that would have been a smart decision.
You can try to insight this, yeah.
Ironball isn't wise, though. Let's be real.
He's not. He's smart, not wise.
Fuck off! That was a natural 20 for so long.
Oh, baby.
That's a 2. Because it was on natural 20 and then it just, like, bounced
It's
aside.
a +8, so it's a 10.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
a
a 10,
10.
but it could have been a 28. Like...
Yeah, so you can kind of you see as much as Ironball sees, obviously with a feminine figure and the light. But this is not a god that you recognize. This is definitely not anything that you really recognize. And you haven't read any texts that would suggest that something like this is around.
Okay. And what? She asked, were you in the same place as Ironball?
Yeah, were you in? Have you come from the same place that Ironball has come from?
He'll just nod. He's not gonna talk to this woman. This is a weirdly powerful being. The last powerful being he talked to shunned him from the dimension, so he's just silence.
And said he was going to turn you into a farmer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's not risking becoming
farmer.
a worker of the land. Like, he's not risking that shit.
Yeah. So again, she's gonna jolt towards you and bestow you with the similar gift. And as she does this, she's going to say, "Belacore is powerful, but he is not as powerful as we are. Find Ironball and understand that the power that we've given you will assist you in stopping Belacore."
Again, not a fucking word. He's not. Like, the fear of being a farmer is so deeply rooted in this man now that, like...
I love that that's your fucking motivation.
It is.
Like,
And
Ironball has
it's a valid
an
fear
entire
for him.
mercenary group he could lose. Fucking Thick has his full, like, ship's crew, and then there's just Salsoon, like, I don't want to be a farmer.
I refuse to till the soil. So with that, that's you through the door, am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah,
Please tell me he doesn't land on Ironball.
Please do.
As you step through this door,
Plonk.
making sure that you keep an eye on.
I'm watching this woman more than I am the other side of the door.
Yeah. As you step out, you cleanly put your foot straight onto Ironball's testicles.
Yes.
Trip headlong forward and just
Yes.
headbutt him clean in the face as you fall.
Oh, look where you're fucking going.
Please can he roll a
Nice,
1d4 for that?
There's no real damage dealt.
I feel
Oh.
like
it's
it'd
just
be
a
him
full
taking
trip.
damage from that. Like, Ironball is solid muscle. Like,
His armor class is just straight up muscle.
Yeah, you know what? I will actually bonus action Misty Step to get off you. With that kind of haste.
I wanted a cuddle.
Yeah, and with that, we are back round to Thick.
You actually using a spell slot.
Oh, second level spell slot. I only have 3 of these fuckers, and he's using one of them to get off you. Like,
Wow.
Ironball was
just
going for a
appearing.
hug. Ironball was going for a cuddle.
That's why he did it. He's now 10 foot away, stood up. Like, it's not that he didn't want a hug. It's that like he didn't want a hug from Ironball, because Ironball will kill him.
Ironball knows his own strength, dude. Like,
Does he though?
he's not Durag.
Yeah, it could be worse actually.
True.
So yeah, with that, it's Thick.
Is my arts and crafts ready?
It's your arts and crafts project.
Oh, yeah.
You've done the frame of the door before you went to sleep. You just need to do the door itself now.
Mhm.
That'll probably take a couple of hours to do. But other than that, yeah, you're in a quiet spot.
Mhm.
At least you don't have to make a
complete
big
your
deal.
arts and crafts.
That's true. It's more like a hobbit hole.
Exactly.
Can I just like before I even use the door, just stare and marvel at the door for a good second? Just
Yes.
just look at my door and go, yeah, I'm pretty proud of that. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Right.
We're
You've
gonna have
successfully.
bunting all over our castle, aren't we? I can feel it coming.
Oh, the grand opening will have bunting.
Why do you think I'm collecting bones?
No, that's not part of the
Because
bunting.
you're a sociopath.
I'm gonna use the bones to, like,
I think you should
decorate
give.
the castle.
I think you should
There
give
is one thing
the
you
bone
can use
meal.
it for, it's to create wind chimes.
No, I think you
Anything
should.
else is weird.
I'd like to point out if you like if Salsoon and Ironball become great friends later on, just save that bone, make it into bone meal, and give it as a present to Salsoon and go for your farm.
Oh shit! How resistant you are, you will die.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the key then.
Yeah, so as you do that, you open this door, and again, this guard appears behind you and says, "Thick."
Is it a she?
Are
And is it
you-
Meridor by any chance?
You have no idea.
Can I ask?
You can.
Right, now I can get rid of that shit accent. Meridor, is that you? Could it be?
She says, "No.
Or
We are the old gods, older than your gods, and
Did-
long, long forgotten.
do you at least know her? Would be nice.
We know.
Is she nice?
Nice enough.
Enough? Just enough? She sounds lovely.
She's not. She's not a chaos god.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Are you?
I think I might know who this is that we've been talking to.
Are you going to the same place that you just came from? Is this the reason you've been out of sight?
Well, I hope so. I'm hoping to find my friends, but whether they've had the same idea, I don't know.
Who are your friends?
Interesting.
Very
Well,
interesting.
I'd
If
class
he
Iron.
doesn't name us right now, I'm gonna be insulted, but I will understand.
I've got a friend called Ironball. He's been my friend for a while. There's this other weird fella. He's a bit quiet. He seems to cradle a rod quite a bit. I can't remember his name. He's quite quiet, but he turned into a spider at one point. That creeped me out. But anyway, yes, Ironball's the person I'm going back to.
With that, she jolts towards you and does the same thing that she did to the other two.
I'm just gonna like Scooby-Doo kind of freeze, like with the arms partially half in the air, like yeah.
That's a good point. Is Salsoon's tattoo just a fucking giant spider?
Just sort
No,
of-
it is
is it
a
a fish?
It is a gardening hoe snapped in half.
Yeah.
So mine is something I like, which is weapons. Yours is something you hate.
Oh no,
Okay.
he likes hating farmers.
Oh! shit. Fix
I'll go
here.
work.
Hello, Fix.
Hey!
Yeah. I am going
Welcome
to turn the
the
light
land
on
that's
that.
being seen.
Yeah.
I do have
That's
knowledge
better.
turning up in like 3 minutes, so I will turn my camera off so that we don't give free sponsored away from the clown. But then I shall turn it back
I
up.
think I've given up on not giving away free sponsorship
Mhm.
stuff. Like,
I don't think they care.
I don't know. We have an affiliate now. Like we have ad
That is
breaks and
true.
things.
I know.
So
I mean,
we
if
can
they
make
want to give
money
me
off of
free
all this
shit,
IP theft that we're doing.
if they want to give me free
so
shit.
much IP theft.
that is. It's fine though because the next campaign will be even more. We will look
No,
back
the
on
next
this one and go,
campaign will be a
"How
lot less
original."
IP theft because we
Mhm.
actually will know that we're streaming it next time.
I know. No,
Yes.
it's fine.
I will play Mr. Bean next game just
Oh
to
my
prove
God.
wrong.
Next campaign's going to be a silly one.
Yes.
So, yeah. So as you all now have your magical, mystical tattoos.
What is Fix tattoo of?
Mine is of a lute. Because I've always wanted a lute, but I've never had a lute.
I thought it was going to be incorporated into a boat, I'm going to be honest.
No, it's a
DM.
lute.
Oh, here we go.
It's always
I'm
terrifying to hear
wearing-
Logan say that.
Yes, it
DM?
is. I'm wearing like clothes right now, like a shirt.
Yes.
Do I know that it's there? Because I haven't seen it yet. Like,
You-
has
you
she
will
been like?
You felt it burn onto your skin, yeah.
Fun. Crispy.
Okay. If I like lift my shirt so only I can see the tattoo, and I try casting disguise self, does it vanish or does it stay?
It stays.
Fuck! Okay, that's fine. Not panicking about
Where
that
has the
at
brand
all.
appeared on Salsu then?
Thank you
That's the
very
question. Is it a bit
It's
of a
all on your right shoulders.
Oh. I wanted to roll. Just in case I could get a tramp
Which
stamp.
one does he have his pauldron on? His pauldron's on his left shoulder.
Let us roll. Let us decide where it goes. Could go
No,
somewhere
it's
It
questionable.
is the right shoulder.
Oh.
I
It's
think
your
you should
right
let us
shoulder.
roll on my body parts table that I have.
No.
No, no,
No.
no,
No.
no,
Absolutely
immediate
not.
fucking not happening.
Nobody
Immediately
is.
no.
Nobody is getting a shaft tattoo. Absolutely not.
I mean, to be fair, genitals aren't on my body parts table.
I don't.
In that case, do you want an updated one?
Oh my God, no, we're stopping.
That's the end of the
Aw.
campaign, guys. Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Rocks fall.
Just like that, we beat the DM.
That's how you
Safe.
know that you've
No.
won at D&D, is when you manage to make the DM do a rock falls, everyone dies.
Rock falls.
Yeah.
So, oh, now. Yeah, so you're all
Malicious
now here.
compliance for the win.
Oh yeah.
Are there any workers in Castle Eiffel at the moment that we can see?
No, not that you can see, unfortunately.
Okay, also, as soon as Fick falls, I'm guessing Fick falls on top of me like
Oh, I
Chelsea
fell
would.
backwards because I shat myself as soon as the.
Yes,
As the
so
god
Fick
went.
would have.
So Fick would land on me. Fick is getting pulled into a bear hug.
I'm gonna flail slightly out of
roll me-
panic because I do not know who's just grabbed me. I do not know if I made it through. I just fell onto some grass.
how are you?
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
fall through and go, what the fuck?
Yep, so. Yeah, you. There are no workers near you. As you look around, I would say it's sort of middle of the day-ish. Kind of just after midday, about or like 1:30, 2 p.m.
Maybe they're having a siesta. Also, so, this bit,
Yes.
are they like looking like they're installing a gate between those two towers at any point?
There is housing for effectively a portcullis.
Okay.
There
and
is no
does it look like
portcullis
they
there.
does it look like they will be installing one, or?
There's no activity construction-wise down there that you can visibly see.
Okay. Because if we're having a castle, I'd quite like it to be actually defensible.
Mhm.
And I don't want to have to shell out the hundreds of gold it'll cost for a portcullis. Like, I
Um,
could probably make one eventually if we can get the raw iron, but...
Yeah. With that, I suggest we take a short comfort break.
Yeah.
yeah?
I do
Just
agree.
because I'm now getting to that point where I've drank quite a lot of water, and it's made its way through the system.
So it's
Well, that's
with
what lets Katie run ads.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that at this
Ed.
point, I think that's a good place to sort of pause for a minute or two while we take a moment to
Relieve ourselves.
yes.
Also,
Yeah.
Matt, fuck you.
Do
If that
Everything.
old god is who I fucking think it is, fuck you.
what do you mean?
What do you mean?
You know
Absolutely
exactly what I
guilty.
mean. If
So
that is who I
fucking
think
guilty.
it is,
Are you
fuck
thinking it's fucking Zeech or something?
No. I mean, it could be Zeech, but it's not Zeech. I can tell that. It's also definitely not Slanesh.
Who do you think that it is?
Well, it's one of the old gods. It's female. It's one of the fucking, like, Eldar gods, or it's one of the, fucking, what are they called now? Not one of the Dark Elf gods. The High Elf gods. What's she fucking called now? But yeah, like, one of the fucking High Elf gods.
You have to find that out yourself.
If it's who I think it is, I'm gonna smack you in the face.
You can't do that.
I
Yeah.
fucking can.
We can try.
Rocks fall.
I will go Ironball on your ass.
Yeah.
Ironball's
so,
already beaten 2 things to death with his fists.
Yep. So yeah, I'm going to.
Right, yeah. I will be
Yep.
back in a moment as well. I'm guessing Katie's running ads.
Yes.
Yeah. Right,
Right.
I'll be back in a bit.
Yeah, if Katie would like to read out the sponsorships,
Fucking
We are
rock
not
and roll.
sponsored, but if you would like to sponsor, we would really like to try your products. Sneak. Anyway, we'll be back in a second, guys. Just taking a comfort break. Shouldn't be long. we're back. Just thought I'd give you a bit of a taster of medicine though.
You do realise I'm still not allowed back in the street, right?
You've been untimed out. Just refresh.
I am refreshing. I get
Why
access
was he
to
timed
9.
out? What did he do?
Huh? He decided to play sound alerts while we were on break. So he thought it was
I'm pretty
hilarious.
sure you removed my mod doing that.
Well,
Yeah, because I'm no longer a moderator.
Shameful, Katie, shameful.
you
Why
are.
am I
You're
not
still
a
on
mod?
though.
God.
Because you're a VIP.
Yeah, no, I can't
Stop getting
access
greedy.
the mod. I actually can't access it anymore.
Well, I've broken you because you do have the mod title. You're welcome. I have broken you.
Yeah.
But you
So
are
a
a mod.
Breaking
moderator
that
that
was my
can't
job.
moderate it. That can't
Precise.
be moderated. That's amazing.
Yeah, I did it. I win.
Right, I'm just gonna jump away out of that and jump back in again.
Oh, I actually
Jump to another
forgot.
channel and jump back.
What's it
Yeah,
now?
no, I can't actually access it.
Do you
Oh,
like
well.
my new emotes? I've got all
They're
the
very good.
emotes.
Very good.
Kate. He's got a Kate.
I actually need to. I need to set it up so that it starts hosting you when I'm not online. That would be smart, but.
Yep. Fun.
It's for you. No, no moist. Bad.
Moist.
No
We all
moist.
ready?
Moist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened there. I'll double check it later.
He's broken
Right.
you. Haha.
Means that we're all ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're all back now at Castle Eichel. The repair and restoration of the castle seems to be underway, as per the promise of the drunkard. Yeah, what would you guys like to do from here?
Can we go like inside the castle and see how restorations have gone to like the stairs?
You can see that from outside because the doors have been removed. You can see that they've kind of like basically what they did is they took all of the old stuff out and they're building it as brand new.
Okay. Does anyone have any paper?
I don't.
You just had to, didn't you? Thank you, Logan.
Because I have this new
Fine, it's
fancy, I have this fancy new skull. You see, attached to my little bandolier, and I want it to be mounted above the door. But I need to leave a note for the workers so that when they come in, they know to do that and they don't get rid of it.
Well, I hope you have a pen. I have some paper, but I don't have a pen.
I do have a quill, I believe.
I will hand Ironball. I'll keep one sheet for myself. I used 3, so
I only need 1.
I'm just gonna hand you them anyway. So 4. Yeah, I'll hand you 6.
Yeah, Ironball's just gonna write a quick note, just being like, "This is the owners of Castle Eichel. Could you please mount this above the door? If it's not here when we come back, I will be kicking all your teeth in."
Either mount this head or I'll mount yours.
Yes, mount this head or I mount yours. And then he's just gonna leave the skull in like the middle of the hallway, and he's gonna take the piece of paper and like, I guess, stab the horn through it so that it's clearly got the paper there.
Yeah. So as you enter this castle, you place the skull down sort of in the middle of the room and punch the handwritten note onto it. Return out through the door, and you now need to decide what to do next.
Well, technically we never finished clearing out that cave.
Am I still being bear hugged at this point? Am I like being carried like a
No,
goose?
I've let
No.
go of you at this
Good.
point. technically we never finished clearing out that cave, but also it's probably smart for us to go and tell the king about what's going on and try and get some kind of army together, I guess, because that fucking prick is quite powerful.
I agree.
Mhm.
We could maybe get the king to specially request some potions from this potions guy as well, as like a
Ooh.
service to the city rather than us having to
Yeah.
pay.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I ain't paying for that shit. That was too expensive.
Yeah. But
It really was,
he had a
Jesus
good
Christ.
selection of potions and like he had a lot of magic. He was a pretty cool guy.
We did.
We should probably actually go see him at some point. He was quite nice. But also we need money first, and I also still need to actually sort out this whole mercenary company thing. To be fair, I can start off by hiring a couple of people that have got like, if they've got a sword, I can hire them and then upgrade their gear later on so they're better at what they do. But that's a while away. So I might need to start putting up signs around the city and getting them,
And posters.
yeah, tell them to like meet us at Castle Eichel in however many days for a job. Because obviously there's only 3 of us. We can't go and do every fucking thing that comes up. So yeah, I'll probably offer them like a 20 gold starting bonus, and then when they're like on completion of a job, they get 50% of whatever the job was, something like that.
Also,
I don't know. It's going to be different here because obviously normally the chargers they're like family, so the gold spread out among us all. But here, I'd quite like to make some profit.
yeah.
Like,
Also,
these
to answer your
people, I don't give
question,
a shit about them.
to answer your statement, that's Logan.
Fair enough. I just thought
Yeah, British
I
Goose is me.
I said thank
Yeah.
you to Logan.
Yeah, it's my free Prime. I normally throw it on this anywhere, and I just realised that it wasn't on at the moment. I was like, let me just click, boom.
Yeah, it was one of those things. I'd rather like,
I'm on it. I'm on it. I got it.
I thought you were. I was just in case you missed it.
Let's go bitch to the
So yeah,
king.
I guess we're gonna start heading towards the city.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
Which
we're gonna do it on
was-
Snakeback.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was a 2-day
Yeah.
walk before.
Where?
This is like a 1-day snake
Yeah.
ride, I guess.
Snake ride.
We
we
can
can-
get there dawn till dusk.
Oh,
Right.
I should probably remove the skull from my inventory.
That'll
Yes,
be
you
a,
should, yeah.
a long
'Cause I
rest,
no
won't
longer
it?
have that.
If you want to take a long rest, I mean, you'd be arriving in the evening, I would say.
I mean, it's going to take us at least a day to get there. It's currently midday-ish.
Yeah.
We can
just
rest for
after
the rest of the
midday.
day and leave at like dawn.
I think it's probably better that
Sal's
we.
okay with that,
It's probably better that we set off now.
Yeah.
Rest halfway.
Time is against us.
and arrive early morning.
Arrive early morning
Yeah.
rather than arriving in the evening. Probably not being able to see the king until
He's probably
Tomorrow
asleep,
anyway.
the
yeah.
next day.
Yeah.
So
No,
Man
it's
might
better-
be in his gym
better to
jams.
set off now. Yeah. Oh, does that mean I get to roll for a random encounter?
Yeah.
However, no one take a long rest yet because the random encounter might happen before the long rest.
That is true.
Yes, no.
what
I
do I-
will take time to wrap my bedroll on Sally again to make my seat comfortable, and then I will
Oh,
offer
yeah.
places
What
to
do I need to
Ironball
roll,
and
Matt?
Fink.
Just a d20.
Before we go, I will say, fabulous. Let's get started. And my Templar outfit, which I've still been wearing, will go back to commoner's clothes.
Okay.
That's an 11.
Okay. Let's change pages
Oh,
to this
no.
one.
what did you do?
On
No.
the road again.
This is what we call the random road encounter map.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is, yes. Yes, you are.
By any
indeed
chance,
correct.
are we gonna
This
get
map-
a random encounter?
it's
On a road.
It's going to be an ancient white dragon,
Oh yeah.
frost breath, we all die.
Yep. Don't even
I'd
see it coming.
survive that. I have absorb elements.
Oh, of course you
would
do.
not survive an ancient old dragon. An ancient white dragon.
The what? 20d6? If I pass
Yeah.
the deck save and then cast Absorb
Oh,
Elements,
true. Yeah.
So with some
At this
bullshittery, you
point,
will.
Sally the snake is out, right?
Sally is
So
out.
very
Actually,
much
the
so.
snake is indeed out.
We're all riding Sally. Like,
Which is I think we should be in a
Sally's
line.
so small.
Make
Baby
Sally bigger. Let's
Oh,
make it
Sally
bigger.
much bigger now. Sally much bigger now.
can we
Is
make
Sally
Sally like a
3x3?
little
Leave it
bit
alone.
bigger? She's 3x3, but like, because the token doesn't fill the 3x3.
Mhm.
That's a 4x4 now, and I think that's probably
Yeah.
a little bit more accurate to scale here.
That looks, yeah.
Should we leave it alone? No, let's
Make
make
it bigger.
Yeah, and with that, as you round the bend in the road and come up through this street, you
What bend?
you come across a chunk of demons.
Woo!
Dumlings.
Also, you know what I've realised
Ah.
recently?
What?
Have you seen that that comic bit of Moon Knight just doing the whole random bullshit go?
Go! Yes. Yeah.
Ironball can do that. He has enough weapons that he
if
can
you
just
want
do
to do that,
random bullshit go.
the best way of doing that, fill a bag of holding with gunpowder, put like 4 or 5 t-shirts over it, shitload of iron daggers, and a fuse.
Yeah.
It's a portable cannon. It'll only work the once, it will destroy the bag of holding,
Which
but
will
you
then
get
also
to do
suck
like
everything around it into
20
the astral
D4.
plane.
Well,
Worth
no,
it.
because a
Oh
bag
wait,
of holding
no.
is destroyed,
That's if you
everything's just
put
ejected.
yeah, that's if you put a portal
Yeah.
hole into a bag of holding.
Or a bag of holding, a bag of holding. Or weirdly, a bag of holding in a Warlock Genie's packed item, because that counts as an extra dimensional space. I only know that because I was playing one and I very nearly fucked up.
No, I want a deck of many things. That's what I want.
And then before you do your rolls, I want to
When you have a minute, DM, can I
off.
have Sally?
yeah, I
Sally
need
the
to
snake.
just delete everything off of this.
Initiative.
And then I need to give you control of the snake.
Yes, please.
15.
There we go. So you should be able to move the snake now.
I can, yes.
Lovely.
I've renamed her to Sally on my character sheet, I love it.
My initiative was a 20, which has automatically applied itself because of Beyond 20.
Oh, I can
now
get that. Now you've
then.
put me on.
Do I add a turn for every individual one, or do I just roll one initiative?
Just roll one
Roll
initiative.
one.
So many
Roll
of them.
one.
Probably
was
one
gonna
for
say-
probably one for each like type of enemy. That's the way I normally do it.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah, so there's 3 of these types, so
17 for Sally.
Like if it's a boss fight, I'd probably do every enemy rolls initiative separately, but like
No!
just a fight like this.
That is on a
Oh,
20!
dear.
What is that disgraceful bullshit
Yeah,
right there?
D&D Beyond just seems to pick one at random when it's cocked. It's really
Right.
stupid. Luckily for me, every time it's picked the higher number. But,
okay.
I've been shafted by that so many times.
Yeah, shafted. Broad joke.
I don't know why that was so fucking funny.
I don't have an axe,
I
but
like
I
my
do
own
have a
broad
sword, Katie. I am fully willing to run you through with it.
Do it.
Okay, there we go.
You'll do what I
everything's
want.
On the table, feel free to begin. So it's Niall first, then
Sally.
Sally, then.
Oh, we've
Vic.
still not
Yeah,
had a
so
long
Ironball
rest yet,
first.
have we?
Nope, you're not long rested yet.
Nope.
Thought-
Gosh darn it.
Ironball, here you go.
You are
Meow.
currently on Sally, quotation marks. She's just the top token because she got put down after all of us.
And dismounting takes half your movement.
You can fall off.
Then I'd be prone and have to spend half my movement getting up. Either way,
Yeah.
Yeah, but one's cool and one's funny.
I will dismount, which takes half my movement.
Mhm.
I will then. I think you know what I'm about to say, Matt.
Rage.
I would like to rage. And then I will charge 5, 10, 15, 20. And then how far am I from these pricks?
This is an excellent question.
55 feet. What is the range on javelins? 30 to 120, so I can throw them. It'll just be at disadvantage. So yeah, I would like to throw 2 javelins at... I will first throw one at that one.
Which one, sorry? I'm like trying to still set up part of this encounter.
That one.
The front one.
Yeah, and if he dies, I'll throw another one at that one. I don't think he will though, because I don't think I physically do enough damage to one-shot one. I also can't fucking reckless attack these because thrown weapons. But, that's a nat 1, so that's a 9 to hit.
I believe that's a miss.
Yeah, nat 1, you just automatically miss.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a miss anyway.
Epically.
And then, so I will throw another one at the same guy. For fuck's sake. That's an 11 to hit.
That does hit, yeah.
And that is 1d6 plus 5. Oh my god, that is 6 damage from the second javelin. Oh my god.
So it's this one here, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
so it's...
rolled fucking awfully there.
So you see this thing, you hit it, sort of, you were aiming for the heart, but you hit it a little high, and sort of, you more hit it in the collarbone than the, yeah, it's more collarbone. You hit it in the collarbone, it sinks in, and it sort of like emerges out back.
Like with the size of these things, one javelin should be like, especially an Ironball sized javelin should be enough to like hinder their movement. But yeah, that's everything I can do because I can't do anything with my bonus action. So
There you go. So it's
oh wait, I
Sally's
raged
turn.
with my bonus action.
You did, yeah.
Silly the snack.
Sally Snook. Danger Noodle. Go.
Yep, sorry, I was
Boop
muted.
Snoot.
What I was going to say is, this is going to annoy you, as Sally just moves up 60 foot.
Oh, and I'm still on Sally. Does that mean I
You
stay
are.
on Sally?
Yeah.
Ironball would have been here in the front lines had he not.
Well, Ironball.
He's a bit eager, okay?
Yeah.
He gets out, he's eager.
I'm gonna move myself back so I can actually fucking... Can you select your token there, Fig?
Can Ironball use his
excellent
reaction
question.
to
Yes, I
stab
can.
Sally as she goes past?
I'm not saying she can eat you, I'm saying she will eat you.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't know. I
But
feel
yeah,
like I
and
could
then
take on a giant.
she's not
constrictor snake.
within range to attack. Is there any way she could do like an imposing, threatening, like intimidation check almost?
Like make herself look bigger, kind of type of
Yeah.
Cobra style.
Yeah, just to like make them question all of their life choices and if they can actually be fucked.
They're demons, they are not going to,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
No, the word it.
Apparently
You
they
know what
can
the
be
worrying
fucked.
thing is? We've still only ever encountered demons of Nurgle.
Also, the word is funny. You
We've
can
encountered
certainly
the
try.
tanky boys, not the hitty boys.
That's fine. That's Sally's whole turn. She can't attack
So
because
it's Vic's
5 foot out of
turn, yeah.
range.
Oh yeah, it's my turn now. Right.
It's
this
fine,
is-
because you guys are just gonna get eaten by the demons while I'm sat at the back.
just movement.
How the turns have been tabled.
How the turntables have turned.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I would say that you'd probably lose if you didn't have Sally. With Sally, you probably can kill them all without
Yeah.
me. But...
Double stab time. Double stab time. Short sword. Double stab time. Now I know how to use 2-weapon attack. Right. First one is a 19 to hit.
Yep, that hits, yeah. It's this one you're going for, yeah?
Yes. Just as a fire, the second one would be a 9 to hit, so I'm guessing that misses.
No, that does just squeak through.
Holy shit. Alright.
Wait, 9 hits?
Apparently.
My first javelin should have hit then, because it was a 9.
Nat 1. You miss.
That one.
Are we running the automatic miss rules?
Yep.
Okay.
We're running the automatic hit ones.
1d6.
Kind of balances it.
Yeah.
Alright, so we've
I didn't
got...
realise we were running automatic hit with nat 20 to be fair, 'cause
First one is 6
I just hit
damage,
if I get a nat 20, so...
and then the second
6
one...
damage.
Yeah, first one's 6 damage, second one is just 1 damage. So 7 in
Yeah,
total.
so
Ooh.
that will kill it.
Yeah! Get fucked.
And we shall do the mighty roll.
Mighty roll? Mighty roll?
As you, so as you cleave into this thing and it goes down, good old green goo.
Oh no, not this
is
shit again!
is making a reappearance, and much to your delight, it floats up and dissipates.
Oh,
and
thank
this
fuck.
one is no more.
My heart
So you've
skipped
got
a
the
beat
first-
just a little bit.
Vic has the first blood.
Yeah.
Is that your
That's all I can do.
okay?
Apart from... Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do.
It's now all of them and then Selsun, which makes it nice and easy.
So the first thing is
They're gonna kill the big snake.
the doggos are going to charge forward. And then I need to double check how much movement they get. Okay, they only get like 20 feet. So that's
There
10.
is small boss.
Yeah, it's just going to stay there. And the first thing the one on the right is going to do
Right?
is
You mean top?
the
Bottom?
one towards the top.
Yeah, top. Yeah.
Is that it's going to pop off the fetid cloud.
No idea what that is.
So, it lets out a disgusting green gas.
So it's
in
farted.
10-foot radius.
It farts on
it
us.
farts, yeah,
Yep.
it's just farted.
Disgusting.
And the area around it is lightly obscured for about a minute, or until strong winds disperse it. So, yeah, that's about all that. That's kind of that. And then it's going to attack Sally.
Just as a side note, would sound waves move the gas?
No, it has to be a strong wind.
Alright. Shaky.
Well, but strong wind caused it, so, like, what are we meant to do now?
Do I let one off?
Fuck,
Challenge it.
So,
Counter with your own.
Oh yeah.
so I know that a 6 doesn't hit. Doesn't hit Sally on the first attack.
It does hit fuck.
Second attack, nat 1, so doesn't hit either.
You only needed to hit get 12.
I'm sorry, but like, how are they trying to hit this thing? It's massive. Just hit it.
I think it's less like they're missing and more just the scales are deflecting the blows.
Yeah, at this point it's just they're not hitting hard enough. So the second one's going to do the same thing. First attack hits, that's the bite.
Nom nom nom.
And its teeth sink in. And that does 1d6 of piercing damage.
Sally,
and that
no.
scores a 4 damage. So that's 4 damage of piercing.
Oh no,
Poor
she's
Sally.
down to 56 health. The horror.
I mean, if
The
everything was to
second
attack
attack.
Sally, it could kill it in one turn.
Yeah.
True.
So the second attack is on a 19, so I'm assuming that hits as well.
Don't
Yeah,
tempt the
no.
DM, Logan. Don't tempt the DM.
And then you've got
That's my
2d4
job.
slashing damage. That first dice is cocked. That is 5 more slashing damage from that particular demon dog.
Demon Doge.
Demon Doge.
Mhm.
So now we have all of the Nurglings. Let me see. How far do little Nurglings run?
Run,
Very
Nurgling,
far in the
run.
opposite direction.
Like
Yeah.
2 feet. Like
20 feet actually. So
Shit.
if we go like 5 feet and then 15 feet puts it there. So that's not bad.
It can
yes,
definitely get
so-
around the edge of Sally, but it can't make
Can't go around the back.
Ironball or Selsun yet.
oh
No,
yeah.
I think
Not yet.
this one might be able to. Yeah, it takes like a turn and a half worth of movement to actually make the distance.
Yes.
So yeah, this is just going to be a case of pile in.
Everybody
in all
helping.
seriousness. That's 25 feet. If he moves from there to there, yeah, we'll do that then. He moves to there, he moves to there. This one is going to stay where it is. This one's going to move to here. Now we attack. So we'll start from bottom here, and then we'll work our way around to top here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, 12 to hit DM, if it's all Sally.
Yeah, so this one, and this one are all going to hit Sally.
Cool.
So that's
Good.
3 of them.
Sally, no.
I feel like Ironball doesn't like Sally right now.
So the first
She
one...
didn't stop to pick me up again.
She's a snake.
jumped
She's
off
not
her.
too intelligent. Yeah, that's a good point. You
It's
didn't
not
fall off.
like
Maybe if
you
he fell off,
willingly
she would have
left.
picked you up.
Exactly.
So the first one is an 8 hit. That doesn't hit.
Nope.
The second one is a 19 to hit, so that does.
Yep.
2d4 slashing. That is an 8 slashing damage.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
The third one, that's a 10 to hit, and you said
Nope.
12 AC?
12 AC.
Yep, so that doesn't hit either. We're on to the first one's going to attack Vic, the one that is on 1 HP that's at an angle to you.
Yep.
That is a 11 to hit. I don't
Nope.
think that does it? No. And then finally, oh, that's a natural 20.
Mine.
So that's the last one on a natural 20. Did we decide that was double dice?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
double dice.
Yeah. So
Yep.
it's 4d4
Made
slashing
me big
damage.
sad
Yep.
because
Yep.
I prefer the other version.
Yep.
So that's 6. Plus 5 is 11 slashing damage. So
Ow.
that's a big hit.
Ow.
And that's the Nurgling's turn, and finally we're down to the Insecty Boy turn. And they are going to... So, both of these are going to cast invisibility on themselves and disappear.
Fuck.
Sally has 10-foot blind sense.
Yeah. They are 5, 10, 50, 20 feet away at the moment.
But if they
That's
get
fine.
close,
It was
she'll know.
just what I remember, more than telling you. That was more Logan remember.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, Logan will hate himself in the morning.
Yeah.
Logan will hate himself in the morning either way.
I'm going to take these to
True.
the GM layer. They disappeared for you now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can't see them.
Lovely. I need to now switch to the GM layer
To move them.
to move them. Which I have no idea how to do because it's never fucking evident.
On the top left, there should be a layers option. So, like, if you hover over it, it should be. I think it's the very top one. It says token layer, map layer, GM layer. If not,
Yeah.
just work your way down slowly. Then one
Yeah,
of
it
them
does. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. So the first one is going to end up there. And then this is 5, 10, 15, 20, and it will end up there. And that
Yes.
is those turns. So yeah, it is Salsoon's turn now.
Okay. I'm gonna check real quick because I was planning on casting a spell, but I don't think it's worth it right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna bonus action drop Sally back to a staff, action throw her again, and she just regains all hit points, goes back to 60.
Sally, I choose you.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That's so abusable.
Yeah.
Right? It's fucking disgusting. I love it so much.
Matt's gonna kill
It's
Sally at
so-
some point. It's gonna happen.
You would have to walk up to the staff, so
Yes, I would
5,
get rid of Sally,
10,
walk
call it-
into the middle of her, and then drop her around me. So
Yeah.
I'm technically, what, 3/4 cover with an entire snake around me.
yeah.
But yeah, completely abusable. She is probably the best damage sponge you will ever have in a party, because you could just pull her back, drop it, and it takes a full turn because it's bonus action to drop, action to summon, but you can do it.
That's
If you have somebody like a cleric, this is a perfect weapon for them.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's so abusable. Oh, I forgot to tell the pair of you, by the way, Fick and Salsoon, you need to have the feet to your
I
thing.
tried. It's not there. I
What
just know it in my
feat?
head. I'll throw it on my piece of paper.
Yeah,
Belacore's
Except it's a bit of
Bane.
my Word document.
What feat is this?
Belacore's Bane.
How do I add that?
I will say, DM, if any of the invisible bitches are within Sally's aura that I've thrown up, she knows where they are. She can see them perfectly fine.
So Katie, go to
Yeah.
features and traits,
Yep.
and then
Feats.
scroll down, and there'll be a manage feats section, and then it should be like 1, 2, 3, 4,
Ah,
5,
got it.
6th.
Yep.
Yeah. So, bit of context here. For Fick and for Salsoon, you don't get access to the actions that come with the feat. That was so that I could add stuff to Ironball.
Ironball doesn't have magic.
Yes. What you do get access to are 2 spells. The first spell... No, you get access to 1 spell, because the other ones, you get that later down the line. So the spell you get access to is called Jolt.
What type of level spell is that?
It's... I think it's a level 1 spell. No, it's a cantrip, sorry.
That spells.
Fuck off.
Cantrip.
I guess that makes sense, because it's just an
Yeah,
action
yours is a
for
free
me,
action.
but...
Yeah.
Jolt cantrip. Learn. There you go.
Yeah, so...
Cool beans.
It's a touch, so it's range touch.
That's a good
It's a cantrip, and it does 2d4 plus 2 damage, and it pushes back the intended
Oh, I'm
target's
so gonna
feet.
use my middle finger every
Does
time for that.
Joel allow me to use it in multi-attack?
I would say no.
Okay.
Because you have to physically, like, touch the thing. You can't just, like, swing a big axe and clobber them with it.
I think it's similar to inflict wounds. That kind of where you
Yeah,
have to
okay.
touch
Yeah.
them, but it takes the whole action, not just one attack.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. It's
Okay.
like it's a full action to utilize this ability, because
Okay.
you have to like physically reach out, touch them, and then you kind of channel that into them, and then they're jolted back and take the damage that way.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Well,
Yeah. So you guys have Jolt. I'm sorry, I didn't mention it previously. That slipped my mind when we were dealing with the doors.
No, you're good.
So yeah, with that, Salsoon's turns over, so we come back round to Ironball.
hang on.
You can move through Sally's space.
Yeah, but moving through side space just gets me to there, so...
Oh no,
I'll
that was
move.
more just for reference. You're small
Yeah.
enough and she's big enough. It's
I'm
the
going
same
to
reason
move
Fick
to
can move
there,
through yours.
using 35 movement, and I will stab this motherfucker. I think you know what I'm about to say. I'm a reckless attack and smack with Whistlebane. So,
Fuck you!
that is a 12 to hit.
Yeah, that hits you.
And these are demons, so I get my 1d6 plus 2 as well. So that is 12 slashing damage and 3 radiant damage. I don't know if that doubles or not, so...
I believe it does.
I don't know. These guys are weak against radiant, so...
Damage... Yeah, they're not weak to radiant damage, but it will kill it anyway.
That's a
It's
total of
effectively a
15 damage.
one-shot.
I mean,
He's dead.
basically, any time Ironball hits a normal creature, it's a one-shot.
For now,
Um,
yes.
For now, yeah. And then he will use the last 5 feet of his movement. He'll move into the same space as that dead creature, and he will stab at the next one.
Go for it.
This is still reckless, so he still gets advantage. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, and then he does, when it shows up eventually, because it takes a second, 13 damage.
And that is another dead demon.
Oh, and is he?
Oh,
And there goes Ironball.
he will come back.
Yes, he'll be back.
There we
Here
go.
we go.
Can that demon make a dexterity saving throw, please?
I can indeed. So its flat score currently is 10. And it's got yes, that's a 9.
That is a fail, so it takes the full 1d6. That is 3 lightning damage to that one, please.
Sure. Yeah, so you see, as you charge in, you cleave the first one in half, step forward, and with sort of like a clean stroke the other way, smash through the other one, and then extend your arm out and jolt the third one with lightning. It's annoyed and still alive, very much cross.
I'm just gonna grin.
So with that, it's Sally's turn.
He gets to take out the anger that he got from being blasted into another
Okay.
dimension, so he's happy. That can mean I'm gonna unsolve you.
Yeah, no worries.
Yep.
Can Sally see something that we can't?
No.
That's fine. She'll attack what's in front of her then. Which is just.
Could you roll me for Sally? A Constitution saving throw, please.
I can do. Why is that necessary, DM?
So she started her turn within the 10-foot radius of the fetid cloud.
Yeah, no worries. Doesn't give me one. It just says +1 for con, so I'm just gonna do a con check. Because it doesn't give me a save throw. So that is a 14.
That passes. Yeah, she's more than able to just plow on as necessary.
Cool. Yeah, she's just gonna try and constrict the one in front of her.
This one.
If you give me a second, I can check. I've got to stay on the page for the dice roll, because otherwise it doesn't. Yes, that one there.
Yeah.
23 to hit, 15 bludgeoning.
Yep. So as she constricts around this thing, you see that it's crushed within an inch of its life, and it's barely able to keep its legs under it now.
Beautiful. It is currently restrained.
Good.
I will check that for you, but I believe that's what it says.
I think you are right. Yeah, I think it is.
Yes,
restrained.
yeah. It's because it says until this grapple ends, and I was like, wait, is it grappled? And it's like, the creature is restrained. I'm like, no, it is restrained.
Yeah, no, it's because you've constricted around it and it's still constricted.
Right, that is the end of Sally's turn.
Okay. So we're down to Fick. Could you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yes, I shall. One off the table. Another one. Natural 20 plus
That's fine.
the 1.
You are fine.
Good.
I believe.
Right, let's get that dice. Oh no, it's gone all the way down. Right.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna hit, and how?
Gonna.
Once you've recovered your dice.
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna hit the one above me for now. 2-weapon fighting as per.
That one?
Yeah. Let's go back onto my actions. Short sword. 19 for the first one.
Hits.
D6. 7 damage.
That is a straight kill.
Cool. And I will swing around with my blade for the second one.
This one or this one?
Excellent question. The one below me, I guess.
This one?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll again as soon as it's a new target. Unnatural 20.
Yep, that hits you.
Good. And then just a 1d6, no bonus. 2 damage.
It's a bit more of a scratch on that one than an actual slash, but
Sleep.
yeah, very much in there. So, yeah, so it's the two doggos goes. So the first doggo is going to turn to you, Vic. It's going to attempt to hit you back for that.
I'm not
but it
surprised.
you gave it.
Just give it a paper cut.
That is an 11.
Nope.
Okay.
AC 16,
what
baby.
What does the second one need? What was that? A strength check
To escape? It doesn't say that it can.
Interesting.
It literally just says, yeah, that there's no save DC. It's 5 foot to reach one creature. Hit, did it come up? No, in that case I'll just
Escape
copy
DC
paste
16.
it. Oh shit, yeah, but it doesn't say when it can do it.
It would be as an action on its turn, because it's the same
Okay,
as breaking the
right.
grapple.
Right, that makes more sense, because I was like, normally it says like at the end of turn or something like that.
Yeah, no, that's still restrained.
It's the same as breaking a grapple. It just
Right.
uses its action on its turn.
Yep, so it's still restrained. So now we go to the remaining nurglings that are alive, which I believe is 2 of them.
Yep.
So the first one is going to try and hit you, Fick.
Understandable.
On a 16.
I've got 16. I can't remember which way around it is.
Is it attacker wins or defender wins? Because I can never remember.
Attacker wins.
So you win that one, Joss.
If the attack matches the AC, then it...
Yes, it does. Okay, so it succeeds.
Yep.
So that is 2d4, 7 damage.
Ow.
7 slashing damage.
How good.
And then the other one is going to... Where the hell is Ironball? Oh, there. Okay. So the second one is just going to move... It's going to move 5 feet. I'm just going to move that one out of the way so that I can see what's going on. And it's going to move 5 feet to here. And it's going to target Salsoon.
Salsoon is behind a lot of cover right now.
Yeah, so
because I didn't remount Sally, I summoned her around me.
Yeah, it's still going to try. It's thick enough to try.
It'll just have disadvantage, won't it?
No, it's with 3/4 cover. I think it's like +4 to AC or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we are at an 18 to hit.
Oh yeah, no, easily. My AC's 11.
Still
Sally might be
somehow
around
hits.
me, but my pale ass is definitely sticking out.
You just peep over the top seeing if it's over.
And that is 4 slashing damage for you.
No worries.
And then we have the 2 invisibodies,
Yes.
which I need to... And handle. Yeah, that one's gonna be fine. This one has popped up. It's going to attack Fick. Yep, it's going to attack Fick.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to use its claws.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah. That does.
What are you talking about?
And
Clearly
it
misses.
does 1d4 plus 3 damage, so that is 5 damage. And can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Do I have to?
You do.
Oh. breathe and breathe. So happy my camera's off because I am not amused. I've just rolled my first nat 1 of the game.
Oh no.
Oh, bigger.
So you take 2d4 damage and become poisoned.
This is my
And that is
faith.
further 5 damage. Oh no!
5 damage, and how do I show that I'm poisoned on D&D Beyond? Is there a way to do that?
I can do it on Roll20.
Yeah,
with
do that.
Skull and Crossbones. There you go. You are poisoned.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Tried
Yeah,
just, like,
so you're
not being
poisoned for a
Oh my
minute.
god.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, you can end the poison effect on yourself by rolling further constitutions, constitution saving throws at the end of each of your turns.
Mm-hmm.
And on a success, you end poisoning.
Yep.
And the other one is still invisible to you, and so then we go to Salsoon's turn.
So soon? I think it's disappeared for 2 seconds.
Yep, sorry, I realised I was muted. I said I got to move Sally out the way to move Selsoon, but Selsoon will move up to there.
Yep.
Making sure to stay around and away from everything. And then we'll cast Lay on Hands, 2nd level.
Yeah.
On, or Cure Wounds, sorry, 2nd level. For Fick.
Thank you.
So that removes the poisoning, I believe.
I'm not sure, it might do. For 12 health.
Thank you.
Not amazing rolls, but there we go.
It's
I
better
will
than
then
nothing.
bonus action cast Shilulu.
Shilulu.
Naturally casting Shillelagh.
Shilulu.
Shilulu.
Always.
And then I will move back into my cover of Sally's coils.
You literally just did a peekaboo.
Yes, very much so.
Peekaboo.
The opposite of whack-a-mole, just
Oh
like
yeah.
I popped out, healed you, and popped back in.
Whack-a-mole part 2.
Perfect. So that then puts us back round to Ironball's turn.
Right.
Ironball's
Smoosh.
there, okay.
Ironball's gonna smack the cunt in front of him.
There you go.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Oh, Jolt's only a +5 to hit, but it does more damage. Mathematically.
I'm waiting for something to start.
It's
using
radiant
that fucking
damage,
magic.
so
Yeah.
quite likely.
Yeah, fuck it. Ironball's gonna Jolt. Can he reckless attack Jolt?
No, it's just a straight action.
No. That's a 20 to hit.
That hits.
And then that is 12 damage. 12 radiant damage.
Yep, so as you charge this up, this newfound ability, you push the palm of your hand quickly, but not with a lot of force, into this demon's chest. And as you make contact with it, you feel this pulse of energy out of the palm of your hand, which is sort of like it punches through this thing with like almost like a shockwave of an explosion.
Nice. Very nice.
And kind of tears it into multiple pieces, and the multiple pieces fly back 5 feet and land in the dirt, and that thing is not getting up. It is in multiple shards.
It is
lying
dead.
on the ground. It is deaded.
And then
Mm-hmm.
after doing that, Ironball's gonna move to here, and he's gonna blast. He's gonna blast the doggo.
Blast.
The bottom doggo, that one. So could he make a dexterity saving throw for me, please?
Do you have access to blast?
My bonus action, lightning.
Oh, that one. Yeah, no. It's because I created a blast for you later. So you confused me with the name. Yeah. So the zhuzhing. Which one are you zhuzhing?
The bottom one, the bottom doggo.
That one.
Zhuzh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what is it, Dex?
Yes, please.
That is a Dex of 16.
That passes, so it takes 2 lightning damage.
Yeah. And that is now 1 HP. It is basically dead, lying there in the constriction of Sally. So with that, I believe that's Sally's go next.
Okay.
You're all very wrong on the order list on the string.
Mm.
Yes.
Oh, is it
In
because
that
I've...
case,
Yeah, I need to
have
do that.
advantage on attacks against the restrained creature.
I
So,
believe you do.
It's hard to stay
If
on
I
top
wanted
of.
to constrict it, DM, could I just deal the damage, or would you want me to roll again while it's already constricted? Or would I need to bite? Like, can I squeeze it more to deal constricting damage, or...
There we go, fixed it.
I'd say that you'd have to bite it because it's still constricted but alive.
No, that's fine. I will roll this twice, purely so I get the advantage. 16 to hit with the first, and
Pretty
is
sure that connects.
yeah, 14, because it was on a 20 and it dropped to an 8.
Yeah, that hits it.
Oh.
There's not really a need to roll damage. It's got 1
13. Yeah.
HP. Yeah, that bite just. Let's
No.
call that a snap. That's a Sally snap.
Sally does eat him.
Sally
yeah,
snack.
That's a Sally snap. So that leaves 2, 3, 4 of them alive.
Yes.
Mhm.
There's
One's still invisible, I think.
Yes.
1 is still invisible. Yes.
Okay.
He's definitely still. Yeah. And with Sally's turn, we come back around to Fick, who has been healed. So I will take off the poison marker. There we go.
That's for Lance. I'm gonna turn around to big old buggo and middle finger jolt him. As a punch, just.
I believe that's a spell for you, so you don't really have
Tis.
any hit DC for it, do you?
It's not got any bonus. Hang on. To hit
It's a
plus
cantrip,
0.
so it just touch.
Yeah.
No, there's no hit to it. It's just a cantrip that you touch them.
Yep.
Yep. So. Yeah. So that's 2d4 plus 2 radiant damage, and knocked back 5 feet.
Mhm.
So he's 5 feet.
9 damage.
That was a straight kill. He just
Yeah.
burst like a bubble.
It's a grape. It bursts like a grape.
Yep, he pops.
Oh yeah.
Buggo down.
Get fingers.
And that leaves.
Wait.
If that's what you do want to do in your spare time. And that leaves the 1 doggo left. And oh no, there's 1 thingy left alive as well.
And there's a bug. There's 3 alive.
There's
1 of
3
each.
alive, yeah. So. Oh, I forgot to tell you to do that. You need to roll. Because you're still in the Dretch's stink cloud.
It's just a
So
constitution.
it's Constitution. Yeah, sorry, that's on me.
17.
That's fine.
Good. We're getting
It's
that one
gonna
again.
turn around and slap you though.
Rude. This is offensive.
That first one is a nat 1. That's not going anywhere special.
Good.
And I believe it does get multi-attack. So it's going to bite as well.
How
that
rude.
misses. On 8. The Nurgling is going to attack. You as well.
Yeah.
And that is 10, which I don't think that hits.
Nope.
Yeah. And then we have Invisiboy. So yep, that's dealt with. And we are back round to Ironball.
Right.
Is it not Salsoon's turn?
Oh no, it is Salsoon's
Yeah.
turn. Sorry, that is indeed a mistake on my part.
No worries. I understand why. As the DM, you don't want your enemies facing Salsoon's rod. It makes sense. Salsoon
don't-
will move up. I'm gonna move Sally back to move Salsoon
Yeah.
up. He will then bequeath his rod forth with both hands.
Gonna have both hands on the rod.
Oh, you need it. It's a long shaft.
Mm-hmm.
For a 13 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
Beautiful. Dealing a solid 7 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
That'll do it.
Fucking amazing. He will then
so-
retreat back into Sally.
Yeah. That's a clonk on the head. So with that, we are back to Ironball's turn.
Ironball's gonna stab.
Stab.
He's gonna recklessly stab
Stab.
the doggo, which is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that's easily a hit. Yeah.
That is 12 slashing damage and 4 radiant.
It would be just a 2 radiant because these things aren't.
No, it gets plus 2. It gets plus 2 as well. I just rolled it as a 1d6, but it's 1d6 plus 2. So.
So that's 14 damage, and you just decapitate this poor doggo.
Big ol' schwang.
And then he's gonna turn to the other one and slash at that motherfucker too.
As long as you hit it, you kill it.
Big ol' schwang.
Well,
Yeah, that hits.
I
Yep.
might roll terribly.
You didn't.
That is 13 plus.
You just like working the numbers out, don't you?
Yep.
Oh no, sorry, 15 plus 3, so that is 18 total damage.
Yeah, with the 1 HP that he had left, that is.
Man was hanging on
yeah.
there.
And then, just for the lulz, can I tickle thick with lightning?
Yes, you can. I'm not gonna yeah.
I don't actually want to blast thick with lightning.
Well, it depends how good you fucking hit.
Well, it'd be a minimum 1 damage. It'd be a guaranteed 1 damage if I actually.
What do
shot
I
you
have to
with
do for that? Do I have to roll something, or is it you
I'm
rolling
not
to hit?
actually shooting you with it.
Depends what the DM says, because he's looking at us with a weird face.
I mean, if Ironball wants to, he can.
Mm-hmm. What are the
No, I don't
parameters?
want it.
Okay.
Freaking sure.
Yeah, so with that, everything is dead apart from the one invisible one. Yeah.
So
it.
Oh, there's an invisible coming.
so technically we out of initiative? Or no?
No, because there's still one left.
I know that's where I'm trying to find out if it's still here.
It's still here. It's going to attack you.
Of course it is.
There you go. And I believe this thing has multi-attack.
If it's a doggo, it does.
It is not.
It's a little bug boy.
It does not have multi-attack.
Mhm.
But it does have some serious claws.
It has clogs.
That's an 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
1d4 plus 3, that is 6 piercing damage. And could you
Fine.
roll me a Constitution saving throw, please?
6 piercing damage. Then
Stop hiding your beautiful face, Ross.
turn around.
Logan is currently eating, so his face will remain hidden.
Now we can have a mukbang going while also doing
4.
D&D. We can be the world's first mukbang D&D streamers.
I got 4.
You fail and take 2d4 poisoning damage.
Yeah.
which is 5 poisoning damage. And you are now poisoned for a minute. But I guess that's kind of, yeah.
Kind of
Mhm.
defunct because Fick was already poisoned.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, Fick was unpoisoned.
From the
Was-
heals,
Ah,
but I'm repoisoned, so
Now you're repoisoned.
yep. Here I
And
go
with
again
that,
on my own.
believe...
how does it feel to be the one to take all of the fucking damage for once, Fick?
I don't like it. It's not my job.
Yeah, and with Quasit's turn, it's Salsu's
Quasits.
turn now.
I love closets.
Sal soon. We need you.
Put the damage down.
I didn't realize I was muted.
Samage.
No, I was trying to talk during that one and it was just muted.
Yep.
Okay,
It was just you.
let me measure that. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, I can get there. Good. Dun, dun, dun,
Move the
dun.
enormous snake so that you can run round.
Excuse me,
I'm
Cancer.
under this guy here, DM.
I will
I'm
just
on
move
him, but I'm
across.
under his
There we go.
token.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm just gonna move him across one because
So we
it's
can
easier
see.
for you to see. Because like these guys are technically all lined up.
Fear my rod! 26 to
Mhm.
hit.
That'll do it. Yep.
That'll do. That'll do, Pig. That'll do.
That'll do.
8 damage.
And that kills him. And we are now
Nice.
out of initiative.
Beautiful.
Fucking finally. Holy shit.
Beautiful.
Wait,
How
wait,
fucked
wait,
does everyone
you.
look health-wise?
I'm pretty fucked up, but that was from before even coming to this dimension, so...
That's fine, I will walk over to you. You get a 3rd level cure wounds.
I'm just gonna go
Yeah,
heal
I'm
myself.
lower than half, so...
Fucking cow.
You gain 14 points of health. I will then give you a 1st level as well.
Multiple spells in one turn. Can't do it.
We're not
We're
in
out of
initiative.
Oh, we're not? Okay.
I'm just
No, we're
gonna.
out of initiative now.
For another 13, so that's 27 health total for you.
Don't mind me,
Holy
I'm just
shit.
gonna heal myself.
That takes me up to full.
Yeah, I knew you could heal yourself, so I was less worried about you. Like outside of combat, I'm less worried about Fick dying, because Fick can heal himself.
Is there anything these guys have that Ironball needs?
The answer to that question is no. None of them are armed or anything.
I mean, they all have arms.
You cannot take the arms.
I don't want the arms, but...
Or the bones.
I don't want the bones! Can I
Or
take...
the head.
Can I take a tooth from one of the dogs,
Fine.
a claw from one of the quasits?
If you dip into necromancy, I'm concerned for
Fine.
what the fuck you're gonna make here.
Oh, actually, no, could I take multiple claws and multiple teeth?
You could take multiple teeth, but you can have a maximum of 2 claws because one of them is jolted and popped like a grape.
I want the quasit's claws.
Yeah, one of the closet's claws was popped.
Who the
like a
fuck jolted other than me?
grape.
I did not fucking
Vic
realize.
did.
Oh my god. I must have zoned out for
It
a minute,
was
sorry.
that bad boy.
So I get one claw, 2 claws, sorry, and
No, no, it may have
How
been
many
that
teeth?
one. I think it was
like
that
10
one.
teeth.
Yeah, 10 will do, yeah.
Okay, good. I'm not intending on dipping into necromancy. This is just purely Ironball's gonna decorate his fucking bedroom with all this
Fuck's
shit.
sake.
Fair enough.
Like, I'm just gonna say that now before you start worrying that Niall will get into necromancy. No.
So, yeah, at this point, we're talking about, it's probably about 8 or 9 PM now.
What does it look like around us, DM? Is it very accurate to the map, just kind of barren road?
Yeah, it's just grassland and road.
Is there any sort of, like, forested tree area with a little bit of a walk? How far are we from the river? Just, like, distance-wise? Because I don't want to fuck off more than an hour from the road, but I also don't want to set up on the road, because that's how people get fucking mugged.
Yeah, there is, as you move more downhill, it does get more wooded as you sort of move down there. I'd say like a couple of hours down the road from your memory.
In that case, Salsoon will jump back on Sally, ready to go. He's off to the camping area.
Do I need to fix my poison thing, or because I've healed, will that go?
It only lasts a minute,
Oh.
so you basically could just wait it out.
Cool.
Um,
Eyes on Snake.
yeah.
We're
So
ready
you
to
guys
go.
are all snacked up.
Yep.
Cool.
Some people get bricked up, we get snaked up.
Oh yeah.
So with you all on Snake, yeah, the next couple of hours kind of pass uneventfully, and you can make camp.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Are you going to take what are we doing?
Oh, I'm sleeping in a rock. I will be ritual cast meld with stone, and I'm just gonna.
You're gonna make yourself a pebble.
Well, it needs to be like a big rock from the spell. Like it needs to be like something that could contain your shape. You just cast the spell on it. Takes 10 minutes to cast because I'm using ritual. I'll have Sally in stick form. I just walk into the stone, and I'm there for 8 hours.
Sweet. So that's a long rest for you. How's everyone else doing this? Are you guys just gonna?
I'm gonna.
I
Thanks
can
for
ritual
that.
cast this for other people if it would be
shit.
requested.
I'm
That
just gonna
would be
climb.
appreciated, yeah, if we can all just sleep comfortably in the rock, like...
I'm just gonna climb up. I don't trust rocks, so I'm gonna climb up into a tree and sleep. The idea of
Okay,
sleeping in a
Thick
rock.
is not gonna be... If Thick will not be in a rock, Ironball's not gonna be in a rock either.
Enjoy climbing up a tree.
He will camp out at the bottom of the tree.
Yeah, the idea of being inside a rock unnerves me a little bit.
And chaos
That's fair.
reigns. So if you could roll
Chaos?
Niall, that would be wonderful.
1d20 again?
Yeah, throw me a d20.
And best of luck to all of you. They don't know where the fuck I am. I'm in a stone.
That is an 8.
Surprise. It's fine. We've got a surprise. As long as you're not fast asleep through the entire combat.
I will
think-
check the ruling. I think it says I'm aware of my surroundings.
You're around it.
You're aware of your surroundings,
Yeah,
but you're
I'm
not
in
fucking asleep.
surroundings, but
No, surroundings now.
you
Surroundings
remain
now.
aware of passage of time and can cast spells on yourself while merged in the stone. You can use your movement to leave the
Yeah, but
stone where you entered
that's
it.
expecting that you're not asleep. If you're sleeping in the stone, then I'd probably say you're as aware as you normally are when you're asleep.
Yeah,
in my
I can
opinion.
hear it, but I can't see it. It says you can't see what occurs outside it. And
I'm
any
sorry,
perception
but-
checks are made to hear sounds outside are made with disadvantage. Yeah, I may just not fucking notice.
If that child turns up again, I'm yeeting him, just saying.
If that child turns up again, I'm stabbing it in the face. Because if it turns up again...
Drop kick it. It'll
if
go
it turns up
further.
Again, look, one time is
Fair enough.
weird. Twice is suspicious. And
And
that motherfucker
three-
is part of a cult.
It's a pattern.
Jesus Christ.
We ain't gonna let it get to 3.
What, in
Ironball thinks
age or
everything
in,
is a
like,
cult.
recurrences?
Yes.
Both? Whichever comes first, I guess.
This is the problem. Salsoon's the sane one of the group.
Yeah. And he's asleep, so.
And he's in the stone. So,
He's also not very verbal about what's said, so you guys do have free reign a lot of the time.
Yeah.
yeah, it's really worrying. You need to stop letting us have free reign.
So
Nah.
yeah, out of the shadows
Ah, shit.
grows 2 figures.
We don't have
Looks
best likelihood with camps, do we? We don't have best luck.
And into the sort of the dim light around you appear these 2 shadow beings.
Ironball would have taken first watch, by the way.
Yeah. So
I'm in a tree. So
Thick would probably be on watch right now. So
Surprise attack, tree time. Acrobatics.
Although, if only 2 of us are physically able to take watch, then it does mean our long rest is going to have to take 10 hours.
Well, no, because I would have taken a watch,
Okay.
I will just be sleeping in the rock for the majority of. Because I can walk
Yeah.
out as movement, that doesn't cost me an action, so I'm still resting.
You're
Okay.
currently a rock, though.
Well, I'm in a rock, yeah.
Yes.
So I guess
You
you
is
would have
rock.
taken first watch, and Ironball would have taken second.
Yeah, and I'm currently on the third.
There or thereabouts.
Yeah.
So yeah, so Fick will have raised the alarm, so that puts us into initiative.
I'm still
That
hidden,
means-
by the way, just as a... I'm in a tree.
Fix a tree.
In a tree. Just
I
up
feel like
there
Ironball's
somewhere.
about to get his ass eaten.
I'm in
And
a
not in a good
tree.
way.
Yes.
That'll work. That'll work.
How loud is the alarm? Like, would I be aware, DM?
Yeah, this is
Cool.
Fick would have actually shouted rather loudly.
I'm being
Um,
stealthy. What's wrong with you? I'm in a tree. I want to jump and attack.
Yeah, then you probably wouldn't have actually heard.
I would have
Um,
thrown a...
Okay.
I've thrown a pebble at Ironball, so that would have woke him up, but they wouldn't have noticed. Right between the snoot. Right a little soft spot. I want to be cool and do a surprise attack, okay? Let me be.
You can have a surprise turn, but yeah, you're gonna have to make it over there.
Yeah. Can you put my icon
You
on?
rolled
And...
your initiative, by the way.
Yeah, I need you to put my icon on.
It is on.
I can't
It's
see
in
it.
the middle of the map.
No, my turn order, dear. I'm not
It
on
should
there.
be on there.
No.
Did you not roll? Have you rolled?
Yes, I'm just waiting to put it on.
Add turn. There you go. That should be on there.
Thank you. Ciao.
So put this on descending. So yeah, Fit goes first, then Ironball, then Salsoon, and then Javelin Demons.
Ciao.
We...
Four.
Salsoon only goes if he knows.
Yeah, so I guess you'd have to raise the alarm. You'd have to... If you have to specifically raise the alarm to give Salsoon a turn.
Yeah, sleeping. Whoops.
He's not gonna complain.
Get too busy having a nap. What went on here? She blood all
Pretty
over
much,
the
yeah.
floor.
So yes, you get a surprise turn,
Ooh.
and then we follow the natural turn order. So, but Salsoon will not have a turn until Salsoon is awake.
Mhm. Okay. I'm just gonna have to use that armor. I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'm gonna use Long Strider level 2.
Okay.
So me and Ironball is gonna have an extra 10 foot. It was just 10 foot. Yeah, 10 foot. Cool. And then... Yep, I'll do. And then I'm gonna use... Jolt. That's
Yeah,
probably the
go
best I
for
can
it.
do. Actions, Jolt, 2-4. 2 plus 2, 4 damage.
So is that? Did you roll 2d4 plus 2 for that?
Yes.
So that's 4 damage to the front one.
Mhm.
You notice that this does more damage than it first appears. So bear that in mind when you're
Interesting.
choosing abilities. And it's jolted back 5 feet into the other one, and they're both bumped back.
Yeah.
And you said 4 damage, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. No, that's not quite right. There we go. Yeah. I was marking it down for myself. Yeah, is that your whole turn?
I can't do anything else.
Okay, Ironball. See what you got.
Will you fuckers
Get him.
just let me Sleep.
Hmm.
Uh,
Roll some better rolls.
I refuse. He is going to stab this motherfucker in the face,
Yeah.
and he is going to recklessly attack. He cannot rage because he is very fucking tired. He has used all 4 of his rages because he's not had a long rest in a long time. And yeah, so he will reckless with Abyssal Bane. That is a 25 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. That is 13 slashing damage and
Damn.
4 radiant. 8 if they're weak to radiant.
There we go.
Seem to be.
So as you slash deep into this thing, you notice that the gleam on your axe carves deeply into it, seemingly slightly deeper than you would have seen the creatures.
Sweet. Is it
Please.
still alive?
Oh yeah, it's still alive. It's very much still alive.
He's gonna stab the motherfucker again then.
Go for it.
Get him.
Swing again.
That is a 12 to hit.
That doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Oh.
Okay, but oh my god, he's always normally raging, so he doesn't get to use this.
Mm.
Where
Oh,
is it?
how the turntables have turned.
So,
Oh yeah.
I can use a bonus action to attempt to shove the target with my horns. Is it bigger than a large creature?
What size is it?
It's
Yeah.
medium.
Okay, so can it make a strength saving throw, please?
That is a. Oh my
I finally
God.
get to use my hammering horns ability.
Nice.
That is a 12 minus 5, and my brain has fuzzled, so you have to do that.
What the fuck? This is a really weak motherfucker. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he gets pushed 10 feet away from me.
Which direction would you like to move him?
I will just push him. Like, I guess just away, just
Diagonal?
Do you
the
wanna,
direction I'm looking, I guess. So.
Yep. So you push him away.
Can he see?
Yeah. That's your campfire is.
Ugh.
Finally got to use
Embers
hammering
right now.
horns.
How much damage does that do, if any?
It doesn't. It just pushes it away.
Okay. Okay.
It's more useful if we're on like a cliff or something, and I can just like.
Just push them off.
Yeah.
Nice.
I just look. I'm not raging, so I wanted to use my bonus action. Okay. And that's the end of my
Yeah.
turn as well.
Cool.
I'm out of unnamed purple beverage. I may have to remember.
So yeah.
Back in a minute.
4, 5.
Yep.
So it's going to swing. Actually, no, it's not going to swing up to there. It's going to swing around here. And it's going to attack you.
Yep. Go for it.
Where are we? Claws. That is an 8 to hit, which I don't believe that hits.
Does not.
Nope. Okay. And the other one is going to swing at Ironball. That is just not in the box. That is an 11, which I don't think connects.
That does
Look
not,
at
no.
Ironball sheet.
But it's 12.
15 is the armor class there.
Ah, okay.
So that's that doesn't
Still
connect
no.
either. So that brings you back to your turn.
Let's get it.
You still haven't raised the alarm, by the way, which means that Salsoon will not get a turn until you physically give
I'm
the
just
alarm.
waiting for him to wake up in the morning and just see all the mess everywhere. That's where I want to happen. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna jolt again.
Yeah. roll her up.
5, 7, and then it's 7 damage, but I'm going to use my Fury of the Small, as soon as it's a size larger than me.
What does that do again?
Once per short rest, I can deal 6 extra damage to a creature with a size larger than mine.
Fury of the Small.
So, was it? It's 7 radiant damage.
Yeah, and then 6 normal. It's just extra damage, is what it says. Take that as you will.
I'm going to assume it's something like bludgeoning or piercing, like non-magical bludgeoning or piercing.
It's non-specific, but it just sounds like it means on top of what I'm giving.
I'll just do it as flat damage.
Alright.
Yeah, so you jolt this thing backwards, and as you power up your jolt, again, jolt seems to be hitting a lot harder than it should.
Why then it should? That's what I want to know.
It's because you've seen it used, and this seems to be hurting these particular creatures more than it did other creatures.
Then it's not necessarily hitting harder than it should, it's just as we expect it's hitting harder.
Yes.
Yeah. So then we are with Ironball.
How much health do these things fucking have? I did 13 damage.
I'll tell you later.
I'm gonna stab the motherfucker next to me.
Get him!
Go for it.
With Reckless, as always.
Just think, we could die here and soon won't even fucking know.
Yep.
That is a 24 to hit.
That does indeed hit, yep.
Okay, that is 12 slashing damage and 6 radiant damage for the first attack.
Yeah. Is that 6
then
before modifying or 6 after modifying?
That's 6 after modifying, like timesing it by 2 and everything.
Okay, yeah. That's perfect.
And then the second attack is an 11 to hit.
That doesn't connect.
And then I'm gonna hammering horns again and push the motherfucker away. So can he roll a strength saving throw, please?
Yep, no. Where do you want to push him?
Can I push him into the other one? It's 10 feet. I don't know how far away the other one is from him. It's too far. I'll just push him away then. Again, just
up this way or in
whatever direction, like just the direction I'm facing, I guess.
All right, so out into the shadow.
Yeah, keeping him the fuck away from me.
Yeah, so these things are going to go. So this one's going to move back into contact with Thick and attempt to attack.
Yep.
That is a 24 to hit.
Yep, might just hit. Just a little bit. Damn.
And it does 2d6 plus 3 psychic damage, so that is 12 psychic damage.
Okay.
Yeah, the other one is going to... How much movement do these things have? Yeah,
Not
so
enough. Please, not enough.
No, s'il vous plaît.
Ironball doesn't like psychic damage. It hurts.
He's a bit hurt.
Even
This
if he
one's
was
gonna
raging,
come
he
down
wouldn't get
to
half damage, so...
here. And it's going to swing at Thick as well.
Right, guess they're both coming for me then. Fucking rude.
They not? I need Thick.
Just the
That's
two
a
of us.
13 to hit.
No, it does not. Haha, fuck you.
There you go. So we're back around to Thick's turn now.
You try and wake up Sal soon, please.
It'll class as my action if I want to throw something at the rock, won't it?
You can just shout,
Unless you want to shout, which is a free action.
which is free. So
Alright.
you could just shout, and then that will put Salsoon into the turn order.
I will do my classic thick scream. Out of sheer panic. Let's not kill Ironball. That wouldn't be a good idea.
Majestic.
Yep.
So, upon hearing this, Salsoon is awakened, steps out of his rock, sees the horror that's going on.
Bear in mind that that was me
and
mid-dodging
is
that swing, just as an FYI. That was the sound he was making.
Yeah, and you're now added to the turn order. So, Fick, let's have the rest of your turn.
I'm going to slap him with my
Go
jolt.
slap him.
I
The
slap
top
him.
one or the bottom one?
Bottom one.
Okay.
Been slapping him a lot. Ka-chow. 5 damage. Radiant.
Did you roll to hit?
It's a spell for them.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Just
So they don't
Pound.
have
Oh,
to
is it-
hit, they just...
cantrip.
Is it not even got a fucking saving throw for it? It's
Nope.
just a,
Straight up.
It's just a
oh my god,
flat.
it's just a better magic missile.
Yes.
Holy shit.
It is a touch though, so you do have to like touch the thing that you're...
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't just like run through... You can't just fire it off. You can't like, you'd have to run
Yeah.
through all the danger to go and like jolt the thing that you wanted to jolt.
Yeah.
And
okay.
it does have a 5-foot knockback, so it's not exact. Like, I guess it's that thing of like, if you want to get away from something and not have to deal with the reaction, you can just jolt it. And
Yeah.
I
And
think the
then
wording of it is it has to be a demon or fiend. I'd let you jolt something, but it would have 5 foot of knockback and not really do any damage.
as my
if it
bonus
was something.
action, I'm just gonna nimble escape and just disengage a little bit.
Whereas Ironball has to roll to hit with it.
Yes.
Because it's a strength ability for you.
Yeah, he doesn't get proficiency in it either.
Yeah, so that's thick done. So Ironball.
Yes. Yeah, he's gonna shout, Salsoon, get your fat ass over here! Gonna move up 5 feet, and he's gonna stab.
Go for the stab roll. Let's see what you do.
Get it.
I assume it's recklessly as well.
It's every attack he ever makes will be reckless.
Hmm.
Like,
Disadvantage.
He is a
that
reckless
is
boy.
28 to hit.
That'll connect, yeah.
Like, technically, there's like, someone did the maths and anything over like 3 targets in the area, it's mathematically better to not reckless. Fuck that. RP, he's always recklessly attacking.
It's just his personality.
So that is 19 damage, 5 of which is radiant, so I don't know, a 5 for the double. Oh wait, no, sorry, 12, so I don't know, 5, 17.
Far too much.
17 damage.
Yeah, that does kill
Noise.
the first one.
And then he will move up another 5 feet, and he's going to stab the other cunt.
Go for it.
That
That
is
does
a
hit, yeah.
24 to hit.
That hits.
And he is two-handing when it fucking translates over. Oh my god. So that is 17 plus another 8. That is 25 damage.
Yeah. And that's your turn.
That's it, still alive? I'm gonna use Hammering Horns again.
Sure.
DC 16 strength saving throw, please.
Yep, no, it fails, and so is booped back to the shadow.
Just keep it the fuck away from me. And then, you know, I'm gonna move up to the edge of the shadows. Actually, not the
Okay.
edge of the shadows. I'm gonna move back more into the sun so that I can into the light, so that if it comes in, I can actually fucking see it. Don't
Yeah,
fight
so-
shadow demons in the shadows. Not a good idea.
Yeah, so it's Salsoon's turn.
Is it? Salsoon's dex is 0.
Then I really should have decided which one is which. Yeah.
We'll say
No,
the 15 is
it does
dead.
actually. Yeah, the 15 is dead because I can hover over them. So the 15 is dead, so it is Salsoon's turn before
Mm-hmm.
the thing.
Get him.
Okay. Salsoon will just step out of the rock. And as there is currently not an enemy in sight, not attack anyone.
Yeah,
How do
that
you both
is.
look health-wise?
The goblin looks very injured.
Well, you've just heard me scream, and I've ran towards you, looking a bit concerned.
I mean, I guess we
Yes.
don't actually look injured because it's all been psychic damage. So
Yeah.
I look a bit worn down. Mentally stressed is the word I'm going for.
Fucking hate cure wounds. Anyway, that's 10 healing.
Thank you.
That's
why do you
10
hate Cole Wounds? Cole Wounds
HP.
is the better one.
Because I don't have access to healing word.
Still do
And
plenty.
cure wounds is fine, but I will upcast it to try and heal more, and it heals the same as a first level. Like, I
Mhm.
got 14, when I was healing you, I did a third level on first level. Third level was 14, first level was 13.
Yeah, fair.
Like, it annoys the shit out of me.
I
It's
look
a look
way
of the
though.
dice, though, innit?
a bit more
It
calm.
is, unless you dip a level into Life Cleric.
Yeah,
I look a bit more chill now.
but is that dipping one level? Isn't that dipping 3?
No, you dip one level, because
Oh,
as a
shit,
Life
yeah,
Cleric, whenever
clerics.
you cast a spell that heals, you gain, I think it's 2 plus the level of the spell on the healing.
Yeah.
So a good berry at first level heals 4 per berry. You get 40 healing with a first level spell, it's disgusting.
It's ridiculous, yeah.
But yeah, I can't see anything wrong at the moment, so
Mhm.
Yeah, it is invisible
I can't
to you.
attack anything.
So that's your turn, right?
It will be, yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20,
Move out,
25.
action. Nope. Sorry, bonus action shillelagh. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, yeah. So this thing's going to move up. And is going to swing directly at Ironball. And because he attacked recklessly, I get advantage.
You
on
get
it.
advantage, yes.
You best pray this doesn't hit you.
I'm at full health.
You're not now. That's 21 to hit.
No,
I thought you
this
meant
is
damage for a second there, and I was terrified.
Mm.
Oh,
21 damage, that's only like half my health.
so that hits, right?
No.
Yeah.
It does. I get 46 plus 3 psychic.
That's now.
So the first roll is 9.
Just
That
do the
one
maths
dice
in your
is
head.
10. I
Just
know,
tell
I've
me the
got one of
total.
my dice on the floor.
I'm not weak to anything, so.
Just do the maths.
That's 16 psychic damage, and I need to recover a dice.
16, nothing.
Where did that go?
Try looking directly under your chair, it's probably bounced backwards.
No, I held. It hit my leg.
Ah.
Oh, it's gone then.
It's gone into the ether.
It's etherized itself. Oh no, I found it.
Stick a banana in your ear.
There we go. And it is going to.
Turn.
Yep, sorry, I'm just reading.
Mhm.
It is going to. Because we are in dim light, it is going to use its bonus action to hide.
We're in dim light, you're saying?
Yeah.
So I can
It's
still
enough
see it.
It says, while in dim light or darkness, the demon can take the hide action as a bonus action, so it is hiding.
But did I see it hide? That's the thing.
I'll roll a stealth check for it.
Alright.
Yeah, boy.
My passive
That-
perception is 17, just as an FYI.
It rolled a 21.
Okay.
So it's hidden.
Where is the night vision shiz? Hmm. Yeah, up to 60 feet. Cool. So while I don't know which place it is hiding, I can see into the dark.
Yeah, you can see in the dark, but you don't know where this thing has gone.
Yes. Yeah, 'cause I can see, like, that far. So,
Yeah, but this thing is well and truly hidden now.
right, all the way around.
What's the next step for this team? This adventuring group? Because we are back round 2.
I could waste a universal speech
Fig.
just for shits and giggles.
Is it not Salsoon's turn before Fig?
We're about to sleep, so.
Yes, but it's not
No,
left.
Salsoon went first because this is the
Oh, okay, right. Yeah, sorry.
the other one. This is the
I thought we'd
9.
already been through once. My mistake.
No.
Oh boy. I really want to waste universal speech just to taunt it.
Do it. We're about to go to sleep after it. After
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get a long rest.
I'm gonna use it then. I'm gonna use universal speech to taunt the creature.
Yep.
Yep.
It's thoroughly taunted.
Mhm.
Haunted and taunted.
Come on,
Yeah.
you chicken shit.
Is that your turn complete?
Two seconds. Are we in initiative?
I would say stay in initiative, yes, because this thing is still here, but
Right, so that would count as a... I don't know if that would count as an action, but the universal speech count? Yeah, one action. Alright.
no.
Bardic Inspiration. I need... Where's it gone? Yeah, I'm going to use Unfailing Inspiration on Ironball just in case.
Okay.
So, if you use my Bardic Inspiration die for an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, and the roll fails, you keep the die.
Sweet.
And that will be me done. That's all I can do.
Is that my go?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
I will hold my action. If the enemy appears within 30 feet, no, 60 feet, I will throw a hand axe at it.
It's hidden.
Yeah, it's
If it
so
presents itself.
holding action is that.
Oh,
if it,
yeah, no,
if it
that's
becomes
my
visible
It's a
within 60
reaction,
feet.
dear.
Yeah, it's a reaction. Yeah, sorry.
Reaction.
Little less conversation, a little more action.
You have to.
And
I do have to
so
specify the
that's-
actual physical trigger, which is why if it's visible within 60 feet.
Yep.
It's going to be annoying if it pops up next to me because that'll give me disadvantage because I said specifically I'll throw something at it. But
Mm-hmm.
Whose turn is it now?
Salsoon.
It's yours.
Okay. In that case, DM, I will be needing my elk, please.
Your elk.
Yes, please.
really,
Oak boy.
you're really gonna take the time to summon all of the elk
Yes.
when it's one guy left?
It's an action. It's an action.
Yeah,
Might
but
as
now
well.
Matt has to go through and summon all of the elk.
Okay, he has to put one down and then can copy paste.
I tried to point
Yeah,
out
sure.
he also allowed this, so he has to deal with the consequences.
To be fair, this is just a 3rd level druid spell. The bit that he allowed gives him an extra 4 health and magical attacks.
Well, if
That's the
instant,
shit that he allowed.
Isn't this the consequences of the DM's own actions?
There you go.
Consequences for an
There's
action.
deer.
What are those?
Mm-hmm. Well, we won't know about them, but the DM will.
How many do we need?
If you give me access to it first and then copy paste it, I will have access to all of them.
Oh,
Which is
that's
easier
a
than-
shout.
Yeah.
So you should have access to that one. I've been a fool.
Yes, I do. I have access to that one now.
So
And they
that's
have
2,
17.
3, 4, 5. How many do you need?
8.
6, 7, 8.
Level
There
it.
are 8 deer.
Elk.
They have their own initiative, but I'm going to drop them because you can willingly drop to the bottom of initiative, and then they're going to hold their actions to charge at the creature.
Well,
I'm just gonna
technically,
add
you can't
one
drop their
deer.
initiative until their turn.
Oh, in that case, I will roll them in and see where they land.
Yeah, because if they end up, say, at like above you, technically they don't get a go yet. So
Right.
Yeah. Just
In that case,
roll.
the order I give them is to charge the cunt when he turns back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. I will now roll int for them. 5. Yeah, they're after me anyway.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. And that's all of them.
Yeah, that's all of them. And they're all holding the action to, as soon as one of them see this guy, they are running at his ass and ramming him.
okay.
So this is this guy's turn right now, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Although they can't hold an action yet. So he turns up, then it's their turn. And if he isn't there, they will then hold the action.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we are gonna. Oh. It is going to step back out of its hiding place. And yeah, it's going to swing at Ironball.
Wait. My hold action goes off first.
Yeah,
So I throw an axe at it.
at disadvantage because it's in front of you.
Ah, motherfucker.
Shouldn't have said anything. Although to be fair, it was going to turn up right next to one of you anyway.
It's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits you.
And that is 8 damage.
8 damage. Oh fuck, I'm clicking the wrong big goddamn layer. There we go. It has resistance, so it only takes
Has
4.
resistance? What?
To what?
Yeah, non-magical damage. It has
What the
resistance
fuck?
to non-magical
This is
damage.
bullshit.
Doesn't surprise me too much.
No, the bullshit bit is my elks technically deal magical damage when it comes to resistance.
For fuck's sake.
Which means they all do better than you do against this fucker.
Unacceptable.
They do when I use my normal axes. If I use Abyssal Ring, it's fine.
I still get advantage on you, don't I? Because the last turn that you had...
No, I didn't reckless on my last turn.
Did you not?
I held my action on my last turn.
Oh, you did, yeah. So it will attack you normally. And that is a 15. I don't think that connects, does it?
A 15.
Yeah.
That just hits.
Okay, so we get 2d6 plus 3 psychic.
Vic has a higher AC than me now.
Oh my god.
16.
So that is...
Mine levels up with my constitution though, so.
Yeah. The way
That's 14 psychic damage.
14? That's nothing.
You'd be
that's
fine.
nothing.
You'd be fine.
If it had advantage, that would be 21.
21.
Wait, why would it have been 21?
It gets when it attacks with advantage, it gets 4d6 plus 3 instead of 2d6 plus 3.
Oh. Hmm.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
whenever you reckless and this thing gets to hit you back, it's on 4d6 rather than 2d6. So some of these things can really hit hard. Just to make you aware of that, recklessing is not always the best way forward.
Recklessing is always the best way forward.
So then it's
Recklessing
the
isn't the best way
elk
forward,
turn.
but RP wise.
Is he still here, DM?
Go,
Yes, he
go.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
Too bad he could have bonus action hid again, but yeah, let's not draw this out into a frickin'
Into an hour-long fight.
yeah, where he just disappears, reappears, disappears,
Honestly, that would
reappears.
probably kill us all.
I have a +5 to hit. What do I need to roll?
A minimum of 13.
Okay. If you give me a second
What's
here,
he's
then.
got an AC of 18?
So
No,
7 of them
no,
just
it needs
get
a
this.
13 already. So
A
yeah,
13
it's a
AC.
13 including
Okay.
everything else.
4 successes, so 4 hits.
Yeah.
Meaning that it is so much fucking damage. 3d6
Statistic-
plus 3 by 4.
It's
So-
dead. You don't need to roll the dice. Mathematically, it's dead.
Just on average, yeah, it'll kill it.
Yeah. Because it's 6 damage per hit, and there's only 9 HP left. So you won't, because 4 of them hit, it's just dead by maths.
Yeah.
Nice.
Um,
I will, however, roll because I like clicky clacky.
obviously.
Clacky shiny.
48 damage.
You need it for the stat nerds in the audience.
Oh yeah.
So there's 48 damage. It dies on 9 of them. And that is
The
the
rest
end of
keep going.
They just
Hmm.
that
trample the
combat.
cunt.
They're just bopping on the corpse, you know, just like hopping
yeah.
over.
So at the end of that, you guys go back to sleep. And you rest undisturbed for the
I
rest of the night.
finally have a long
I
rest.
hope
And you
so.
finally get a long rest.
Meow.
Beautiful.
I've
At
been
the-
through at least 5 battles because I've used 4 fucking rages, and then we had that one where I couldn't, so...
So yeah,
All
since
the
you
elves
have,
vanish.
yeah, so since you've had your long rest, and the road from here on out is well traversed, so yeah, you make it to the city.
Nice.
Huzzah!
We
Go
might get paid
back.
finally. Right,
Yep, so you make it to the city, which means you're up here.
Ironball needs to find people.
Upon arriving
Why?
at the city, you can see that segments of it are on fire.
Oh, not again.
God
you
damn
can
it.
see
You
that
think they'd have a
there's,
fire service by now?
you can see that on the far side of the city they've erected like a palisade wall, like a defensive wooden wall.
On the west, or?
So it's over this side of the city.
Cool.
Okay.
And it's kind of
Oh yeah, because these fucking idiots didn't decide to build a wall around their city.
Yes, because
and
they're
they've built
geniuses.
a wall like that, basically, around the city.
Because they're fucking idiots.
Wall.
Yeah, which is basically what they've done is drilled the wooden stakes into the ground, irrespective of where that ground is. So it's like we're talking about cutting across farmers' fields and everything. They've just
Oh,
like,
dear.
carved this wall
Oh
out.
Good.
shit, that means this is a...
That means
Oh.
whoever was in charge understood priority, and it was
No,
not
that
the
means
farmers.
that means that this was rushed, like, because bear in mind
and
those
you can
farmers' fields have to
see-
be reused later on. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's
They
a
could
rush
become a
job.
fishing town, and then we become more civilized. But,
You can see that kind of on the perimeter of the town, so sort of like out here, out here, out here, there are a number of fires.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to sell this fucking goblin leather armor.
Yeah, and with that, that's where we're going to leave it for tonight.
dun 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 dun.
Every time we come to this goddamn city, it's under fucking attack. What? Just fucking move, guys. Don't live in this city. It's a bad city.
I'm gonna make a note of the fact that there is a fucking wall.
Yeah.
Yes. Although we now have to wait 2 weeks for resolution.
We do now have to wait
Yes.
2 weeks for resolution, because we're
Oh
going to be
no.
on
City's under
holiday.
attack again. Oh, I forgot to make a note about leaving my Minotaur Skull. Left Minotaur Skull at Castle Eiffel.
Right, if that is summer, we don't level up or anything, do we?
No, no levels today.
Cool, cool.
Oh, that feels wrong.
Disrespectful. Disrespect.
Mouse is hovered over level up. No, you're not leveling. Wait, what?
It was, yeah.
Right.
In that case, it is quarter to fucking 11, and
Yep.
I have an interview
Yeah.
on Monday, so I have to try and
Yeah,
get
best
some
of
sort
luck.
of a sleep schedule.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've got to be awake at like 7 AM to be there for like 8, because the meeting's at 9.
Fun.
Well, the meeting's at 9. I just hate being late, so I'm going to be
Yeah.
there at 8.
I
But
agree.
I've got to get
Yeah.
up at 7, and currently I'm not going to bed until like 5 AM, so I'm going to try and get some sleep now.
Go and sleep.
Good plan.
Go and get some sleep.
So I shall see you all later.
Yep.
I am
Yes.
also gonna go to sleep because I have shit to do tomorrow as well.
Yep.
So,
I need
Lovely,
to sort
yeah,
my
so-
stream.
catch you
lovely session
later.
as always, Matthew.
Do my best, you know
Once
me.
again, you made me angry as fuck at you, as always. You are gonna end up turning me into an actual real-life barbarian.
I do my best, you know me.
Right. We are going to end this stream here and this session here. Thank you for everyone that has come to watch, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch. I always appreciate any support that we get, both myself and the crew. Always appreciate anybody that's interested in our story. I hope to catch you guys next time, whether that be on YouTube or on my next stream, whether that be D&D or a standard stream. I hope you guys have a great night. I shall catch you next time. Goodbye.